I'm running the laps you get when you're late for training.
I'm doing this lap so you can get to training safely.
Because late is always better than never.
Being late isn't the end of the world.
For causing a road crash by going even a little bit over the limit could be.
This lap so you can all get footy and back safe.
This lap
This lap.
This lap.
This lap is so you can show up for your team and slow down on the road.
There's literally no reason for you to speed.
So this lap, so you don't have to rush.
Hang on. Why am I running laps? I'm retired.
Remember, stay focused. We're just here for a tow ball.
A Toyota genuine tow ball?
Dad, here it is.
Designed and tested by Toyota.
Oh. We might need to take this tow ball out for a test drive.
Good thinking.
Find your O at your local Toyota dealer with a $1,500 finance deposit bonus across the Hilux range. Toyota.
Remember, stay focused. We're just here for a tow ball.
A Toyota genuine tow ball?
Dad, here it is.
Designed and tested by Toyota.
Oh. We might need to take this tow ball out for a test drive.
Good thinking.
Find your O at your local Toyota dealer with a $1,500 finance deposit bonus across the Hilux range. Toyota.
Remember, stay focused. We're just here for a tow ball.
A Toyota genuine tow ball?
Dad, here it is.
Designed and tested by Toyota.
Oh. We might need to take this tow ball out for a test drive.
Good thinking.
Find your O at your local Toyota dealer with a $1,500 finance deposit bonus across the Hilux range. Toyota.
goal. Pressure on the Leopold defence. Burke tries to take it out. Oh, stolen by Jared Carter, who runs into the goalpost. Nearly sends it flying into Church Street. But he's kicked the goal, and he also put K-Rock's own in there as well, I think. By 9. Kellett gets it down. Side of the pack, Mulroney. Riccardi goes free. Handball over the top. Now the Pigeon. Can he kick another one? The Pigeon has kicked the goal! Tyler Pigeon! When it matters, he's kicked it. He's got the beak up and down. Do that. Insufficient intent paid. Keaton Rayner wants to spot up Garner. Has he got enough on it? Flying was Elliot McDonald. Here's Elliot McDonald on ground. Elliot McDonald snaps and goals! And they're back within 15.
I'm running the laps you get when you're late for training.
I'm doing this lap so you can get to training safely.
Because late is always better than never.
Being late isn't the end of the world.
But causing a road crash by going even a little bit over the limit could be.
This lap so you can all get put in back safe.
This lap,
This lap.
This lap.
This lap is so you can show up for your team and slow down on the road.
There is literally no reason for you to speed.
So this lap, so you don't have to rush.
Hang on. Why am I running laps? I'm retired.
Remember, stay focused. We're just here for a tow ball.
A Toyota genuine tow ball?
Dad, here it is.
Designed and tested by Toyota.
Oh. We might need to take this tow ball out for a test drive.
Good thinking.
Find your O at your local Toyota dealer with a $1,500 finance deposit bonus across the Hilux range. Toyota.
Remember, stay focused. We're just here for a tow ball.
A Toyota genuine tow ball?
Dad, here it is.
Designed and tested by Toyota.
Oh. We might need to take this tow ball out for a test drive.
Good thinking.
Find your O at your local Toyota dealer with a $1,500 finance deposit bonus across the Hilux range. Toyota.
stay focused. We're just here for a tow ball.
A Toyota genuine tow ball?
Dad, here it is.
Designed and tested by Toyota.
Oh. We might need to take this tow ball out for a test drive.
Good thinking.
Find your O at your local Toyota dealer with a $1,500 finance deposit bonus across the Hilux range. Toyota.
Leopold defence. Burke tries to take it out. Oh, stolen by Jared Carter, who runs into the goalpost. Nearly sends it flying into Church Street. But he's kicked the goal, and he also put K-Rock's own in there as well, I think. By 9. Kellett gets it down. Side of the pack mole, Rainey. Riccardi goes free. Handball over the top. Now the Pigeon. Can he kick another one? The Pigeon has kicked the goal! Tyler Pigeon! When it matters, he's kicked it. He's got the beak up and down. Do that. Insufficient intent paid. Keaton Rayner wants to spot up Garner. Has he got enough on it? Flying was Elliot McDonald. Here's Elliot McDonald on ground. Elliot McDonald snaps and goals. And they're back within 15.
Family operated, born, raised and living in Geelong and committed to thriving into the future. Committed to building quality, sustainable homes. Committed to supporting you throughout your building journey. Hamlin Homes, built on a commitment to local trades, using premium quality materials, including a roof made from Colorbond steel. Hamlin.com.au, CDB-U 52938.
Morris Business Class is the new pinnacle of personalised service and commitment tailored specifically for the Geelong, Werribee and Surf Coast business community. As a national business trading locally in Geelong for over 25 years, we understand the unique needs of local business owners and people. With Morris Business Class, you'll enjoy a standard of service in a class above the rest. So let's look at your finance options today. Call 1300 4MORRIS to experience the difference today.
Get a good night's sleep with Harvey Norman, Corio and Warren Ponds. Quality mattresses by Tempur, Sealy Posturepedic, Sleepmaker and King Coil by A.H. Beard with major savings. Queen size from a low $499. Adjustable bed bases, bed frames, kids bedroom furniture, bunk beds and storage pieces. Customizable Australian-made bedroom furniture to suit your space and style. Luxurious pillows, quilt covers, sheet sets and more. Get behind the cats this season with your locally owned and operated Harvey Norman, Corio and Warren Ponds.
Don't panic. Call Steamatic.
Steamatic Geelong introduces mobile laser cleaning services using world-leading technology. This is the future of cleaning and surface preparation using nothing more than the touch of light. Whether it's food manufacturing, injection mould and tool cleaning, or paint and corrosion removal, take advantage of this dustless, non-abrasive, chemical-free technology. Another winning solution from Geelong's cleaning and restoration specialists. Visit steamatic.com.au.
Like footy players, not all shelving is equal. Some buckle under pressure, some are a bit crooked. But we're Geelong. We're tough. We're A&B Australia, the Geelong shelving store. Whatever size or weight capacity you need, choose the winning team for high-quality, tailor-made shelving units. A&B Australia is the ultimate destination for your garage, office, warehouse or factory storage. See the showroom and talk to an expert. 47 Morgan Street, North Geelong. ANBAustralia.net.
Harvey Norman, the home of king-size TVs. Bigger is better. Immerse yourself in the incredible viewing experience of a king-size TV. All the leading brands, Samsung, LG, Sony, Hisense and TCL. Whether it's game day, movie night or a binge weekend, enjoy spectacular clarity and detail with resolutions from 4K to 8K and screen sizes up to a massive 100-inch. Connect more, see more and do more with a king-size TV featuring the very latest in smart technology. See the specialists in king-size TVs at Harvey Norman now. Your locally owned and operated Harvey Norman, Corio and Warren Ponds.
Thanks to our #1 ticket holder, ABCO. Fueled by ABCO Cafe 24/7.
Nice of Leopold to wear their white this afternoon. How good.
You manufactured that perfectly.
Might have had a chat with somebody, Leopold, and said, do you know what? I reckon you look good in your white, and the contrast on the black, red and gold of St Joseph's might make it a little bit easier to call this game.
Did you speak to the linesman?
No. I didn't speak to the linesman, no. I went over his head.
Fair enough. Is there someone above him?
Yeah, there is somebody. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. What about Werribee?
The Tigers are in. They are into the grand final, Kingy, with a... What did they win by in the end?
14, I think. 14.
20 points. 10-6, 66 to 6-10, 46. Don Brew got the best on ground, the captain. 19 possessions, 10 clearances, 14 tackles for Don Brew.
East Geelong 5-7-37 defeated Werribee Centrals in the reserves grand final in the GFL. With the Centrals going for... They hadn't lost many, or they only lose one during the year.
I think they lost one, I think.
Yeah. So Easter, who I think got a couple back.
Yeah, they did, because they were out. Yes, they did. And,
Was it 37 to what?
23-11.
St Albans Grand got them, you reckon?
Yep, absolutely. Anglesey won the Under-18 Division 3 Premiership. They beat Torquay's second team 6-4-40 to 3-8-26. We'll stay across Belmont Lions and Thompson this afternoon, of course. And Footscray and Southport, AFLW action as well. The Swans and Richmond are in action in Coffs Harbour.
Oh, and the Falcons girls are underway too, Kingy.
And Richmond 52 leads Sydney 22. So the Chloe Malloy effect.
Oh.
The Swans have gone from, I reckon, being, thereabouts. As we go down to Jane Birch. Birchie, you have got down beside you Marcus Thompson following the toss of the coin for A&B Australia Quality Shelving.
Yeah, I certainly do. Pup, you won the toss of the coin, kicking with the aid of this pretty significant breeze going to the southerly direction.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of a no-brainer. I think we've all seen Trent Cotchet a few years ago, so there was no chance of going the other way. But within saying that, we know we've got to bring the heat. Doesn't matter which way we're going, we're always going to bring the heat. So that's a real focus for us at the start of this quarter.
And a couple of late outs as well. Noffy and Pepper are out, so obviously that changes dynamics a little bit, but some handy ins as well. So, Gordon and Ashley will step up.
Absolutely. We rate the depth of our squad. Doesn't matter who goes down, someone's going to step up and play their role. So obviously some really key experience goes out, but really exciting to see some guys get opportunity, and they're going to be hungry to keep their spot. So look forward to that.
Jay Stoddy reckons you're going to have a big game today, so let's see what you can do. Good luck.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you for that, Birchie. A&B Australia Quality Shelving. Quality Shelving and storage for your home, office or workplace. We need a head-to-head very quickly for White Cross Healthcare, please.
We do. Kingy, we're going the Premier Mids today. Obviously, the game's going to be a bit of an inside contested game. Ball on the ground, a lot of stoppages. We're going the two Premier Mids. James Gow versus Marcus Pup Thompson. Ironically, we just spoke to him, so that's a good matchup to watch today.
We'll keep an eye on that one. Scooters, walkers, but much more trusted advice, best solutions. Birchie, just that ground report for us for South Point Garden Supplies. We haven't had any rain for probably half an hour now, or maybe a little bit more for Ash and the team. 15 Boneyards Avenue, Torquay, just behind the Bunnings.
Yeah, no rain, but it still is a little bit slippery on the surface with the rain we had earlier on, and it's a really stiff breeze. It's really consistent coming from that southerly direction, so probably a few goals in it, but like we've seen at this level, teams can still score against it, so it'd be interesting to see how they go about that today.
Thank you for that, Birchie. We'll bring you the results from the KFC X-Poll. Thanks to KFC for feeding us again. Really appreciate their support, and when the votes are in, Joey's have actually got 80% of the vote. What? Maybe people knew that Noffy and Pepper were out.
Well, they knew before us.
Yes. 81% of the vote.
Now, that's interesting.
Going in the way of St Joseph.
I don't think it'll be that much of a discrepancy. The
winner in margin, please, Laurie Hill. Who wins by how much? Joey's by 30 points for Laurie Hill. Yeah, that's a big call.
Birchie, 81%.
Birchie, down to you.
I was going to go Leopold, but with Noffy and Pepper out, I've changed to Joey's by 15 points.
Chase.
Yeah, I'm worried now, but I have selected Leopold to win it through the season, and I think they'll win by 3 points in a very tight one. No golden point today.
Leopold for me this afternoon by 11. Kirsch, the pendulum, please.
Out here it's swinging, Jace. St Joey's a plus 126 in offence. They are plus 260 in defence, which is an interesting stat, that one. Plus 260. That's a 21-point swing over 18 games. Weather's a factor. We're going to take off 10 points of the factor. Joey's win by 11 points today.
Thank you for that, Matthew Kershaw on the experts chair for the Sporting Globe. Umpires Chaston, Jones and Ganaccia. I believe Chasto and Nachos have got the grand final. Chris Jones had the Ballerine last week. I think Chasto's got it. I think.
Right. No, that's good.
Is it?
Oh, seriously, start.
Seriously, make sure.
Hey, your mate's still in the district league today.
Who's that?
Errol.
Errol, is he?
Yep. With old Date's calendar.
Oh, they are too. They did, yes.
Make sure on Matheson medal not. He sits on the umpire's table.
Oh, stitch me up.
He's got it. Massive pre-game. We are ready to go here at West Oval. The first spot in the 2024 Blood Toyota Grand Final goes on the line. Umpire Chaston with the ball, holds it aloft, and we are underway. Opening quarter action for Harvey Norman, Corio and Warren Ponds. Here's Jason Doherty.
Ollie Northam goes up against Cole Bumstead, and Ollie Northam gets it down for St Joey's, the first hit out of the second semi-final. He follows it up as well. The big fella gets a kick inside 50 towards Lewis in the pocket. Great start from St Joey's and great start from Ollie Northam.
Real concerns early, Jace, because pitcher has the matchup on Hunter Lewis. It's a terrible matchup.
So, in the experts chair with the Sporting Globe and those matchups, thanks to Wombat, Gully Plant Farm, Matt Kershaw all over it early here at West Oval. Hunter Lewis has got the ball. He's going to be kicking right into the teeth of this breeze, as Birchie told us before the game. He comes in and he kicks it right across the face of goal, and the Undertaker puts a big fist into it and sees it over the boundary line before Paddy de Grande can keep it in, and we'll have a boundary thrown in the right forward pocket for St Joey's attacking the Church Street end in this first term. And the boundary throw-in, we'll see Ollie Northam up against Cole Bumstead.
So Northam spent a month in the sandful with South Adelaide this year. It's a shallow throw-in. Northam won the tap down. Thompson fell over. That was Trent trying to come up to the footy for Leopold, and he was brought down in a tackle. Is that Max McLaughlin laying another tackle? He's number one in the competition for inside 50 tackles. The number two. Kicked 5 last time we saw him. Our Leopold Sporties player of the day. Tap down Bumstead. Roving Lewis burst onto the footy. Shimmied one way. Slipped over coming back the other way. Gave it to Owen. Jammed it on the boot. And Northam standing all alone at the top of the goal square has marked.
Again, pitcher 5 metres off Hunter Lewis.
So this, for the ideal start into the breeze, your ruckman standing all alone. Tanner Owen just threw it on the boot, and we'll open the door for Ollie Northam to kick the first of the afternoon. 6 goals this year from 14 starts. He kicked it straight into the man on the mark, Bumstead. It's ricocheted back. Marcus Thompson takes it for Leopold. Dragged down in a tackle, got a handball away. Antonak went to give it off, and then wrapped up by Feely and Wagner. And we'll get a ball up 40 out from goal, and Joey's blowing opportunity.
So ball up, Northam and Bumstead. Favours neither really. Comes to the side of the pack. Sheehan dumped into the ground. Ball spills free. Gow gives it back off a standing start. Finn McComb just put it up about 20 out from goal. But Mitch Burgess takes a mark of what he normally does, about 20 metres out from defensive goal, and he gets it out wide. Leopold move it along the outer side through hands. Wagner, the piano tuner, gets it out to Edmonds. Uses his pace, goes inside 50. Over the back, Ritchie. Oh, he had a chance to take the mark too. He got a bit of separation there against Ben Clark, but couldn't take the mark, and it's going to be out of bounds for a throw in the right forward pocket for Leopold.
They got some quick transition then. Jollo Dwyer come off his opponent up the ground, but didn't impact the contest. Ball got out the back.
To be held back into play. Is that our man Lamal doing the throwing in work?
Oh yes, it is.
Tommy Flynn, who's got himself a grand final, hurls it back into play in the right forward pocket. Tapped down by Northam. Ball bobbling around. Smith puts his head over it. Stone playing his first senior game since round 2 for Leopold. Forced a spillage. Feely arched the back. Turned. Snapped. Not a bad effort. Just missed to the right. Through for a minor score. Gee, handy from Feely. Showed some real good wheels, but misses to the right and through for a minor score. Leopold with the first score of the afternoon in the second semi-final. Leopold one behind. St Joseph yet to score. 3.25 minutes played on the Barham Foods time clock.
So Luke Webb is going to do the kicking in once the footy comes back from the car park. So it's bounced on the bike track and gone over the back. Wombat, Gully Plant Farm matchups. Kirsch, any other matchups besides the pitcher Lewis one you found?
Well, the big one, Thompson and de Grande. So Thompson's going to try and do that shutdown roll on de Grande. Jack Mullen and Harris Jennings is an interesting matchup. We've got the aerialist and the ground boys. So interesting matchup, that one. And obviously Thompson and Gow are going head-to-head in the midfield.
So Webb now with the footy back in hand. At fullback for St Joey's, plays on, goes to the outer side with the kick, outside 50, de Grande from behind. Gave Trent Thompson a little shove, but he's still got a hand on it. It's out of bounds for a throw-in at right half forward for the Lions.
Got local sporting royalty in front of us. Dennis Davies just rolled in.
standing in front of our band this
afternoon. Paying for the ticket in front of the stand.
Yeah, I don't know. Ball back into play. It's a shallow throw in. Bumstead read it best, grabbed it, then lost it in the tackle. Wagner put his head over it, couldn't take it. Jennings did for Leopold, but a dribbling little kick is cleared away by St Joey's towards the middle of the ground. It pitches and bounces, and the door's open for Mullen to jam it on the boot towards left half forward. Bouncing ball. Edwards was there. Overrunning the footy was Sheen. Matthews was clean for Leopold. Fired a handball forward to Edmonds, who got a late reprieve, and then a kick over the top as he gets back into the side after playing in the twos last week. Kick towards half forward, not a great ball, and it's at ground level. Scott over the top. Bottom of the pack is Riley Stone. So yeah, Stone out with a back issue for most of the year. Got back into the twos in the last month and did enough in last week's elimination final win in the reserves to earn a call-up among 3 changes this afternoon for the Polders.
Bumstead got it down, but only as far as James Gow. De Grande in front. He couldn't take the mark, and then he tries to drag it back in. He'll have to be careful. He tries to get rid of it now and does. Tanner Owen kick off a step. Goes towards McLaughlin, who's got it at left half forward and needs to get around the tackle of Sheen. He ran out of room in the end and was happy to see it over the boundary line, and we will have a throw in at left half forward for St Joey's. They haven't scored yet. Leopold are 1 behind. We've played 5.5 first term, and that is on the Barn Foods time clock.
No score. Belmont and Thompson in the GDFL decider this afternoon. Good luck to the Lions and the Tigers. Tapped down by Bumstead, roving by Humphrey, jams it on the outside of the right boot, bounces at the bootlaces of Mullen. He couldn't take it cleanly, neither could Jennings for Leopold. It'll come back inside 50, jammed on the boot by Gow, but Sheehan, judging it best off the boot, marks for Leopold in the right back pocket. Southern end of the ground, or Church Street end of the ground, for those who know their geography of this part of the world, and he sends a long ball to the outer wing, wanting a fly from Pitt or Bumstead.
He goes over the back. St Joey's had the numbers at the front. Was a tackle came on centre wing as well, but straight through traffic. Oh, a little kick by Williamson, but he got tackled as he got rid of it. Zach Knights put the tackle on for St Joey's and will take the free kick. Centre wing on the outer side. Great defensive play from Zach Knights.
It's away too. That's what they get, the speed on the outside, Leopold.
Yeah, Brock Williamson, one of those. So Knights will go with the left foot as usual. Holds up in the breeze, goes to half forward, and it does hold up in the breeze, and K-Rock's own Jet Matthews takes the mark at half back for Leopold. Looking to see whether they might switch the ball, but pretty well covered at the moment. He does go into the middle of the ground. Dangerous kick for numbers. St Joey's there. Henderson gives it backwards. Hickey off a step. Tumbling punt might be okay. Marked in the middle. James Gow's got it right in the middle of West Oval.
Gow with it, goes laterally, sends it wide. Humphrey standing all alone on the outer wings, got it. He can look to send it inside 50, but he decides to handle it. Oh, James Hickey left it behind and opens the door for Edmonds, and he can burst away on the outer wing with a bounce. He can look to have a second, but lowered the eyes, sent a kick towards a marking target. Richie couldn't take it. It was a good defensive spoil to knock it away from behind from Clark. Joey's will come back through. Antonak tried to take on Wagner, got a handball away. Webb on the outside of the right boot for Joey's, has put that out of bounds on the full, and the free kick will belong to Leopold with Billy Ritchie. I thought Edmonds could have just kept going.
Yep.
Short little kick, finds the piano tuner. Wagner's got it on centre wing on the outer side. Plays on now, drives it. The skipper gets a behind. Leopold get 2 now. St Joey's yet to score. Harvey Norman K-Rock first quarter scoreboard, 8 played, first term.
Just watching Marcus Thompson's running patterns then. He didn't go into the contest. He just knew where the ball was going to end up. Very smart football.
Webb to half back, surely a free kick. Trent Thompson there over the top, but it's going to go inside 50 from Marcus Thompson. A long ball. Oh, Webb with the one hand. Hamlin Hanger holding off Riley Stone with his right. He reels it in with his left and does magic Luke Webb stuff.
Webb now with the right foot kick outside 50 off the back. Paddy de Grande just gets it in the hands and kicks it towards centre wing. Lewis, is he held on to? The umpire said no. Pitcher, he got the handball backwards towards Tate Porter. He can't take it with him, but Pitcher comes to help out again on centre wing. Tries to drill the ball towards centre half forward. One down back plate. Looks like Brock Williamson. Keep an eye on that. Birchie comes back towards James Hickey. Defensive 50 for St Joey's. Got rid of the handball. Clark, handball over the top. Might be okay. Can they get out of trouble? They go wide. No, they can't. They've kicked it out of bounds on the full, and Trent Thompson will take the free kick on the outer side centre wing.
How many of those for Kerr's hire, please, Jace, already?
We're up to 2. We're up to 2.
Two. What was the record? 16.
16 last week, and we also had the record amount of intercept marks last week, would you believe?
Long ball to the goal square, carries the pack. Williamson, who seems to be okay. I reckon he might have just been adjusting his boot when we saw him on his haunches in back play, but it's off hands, out of bounds, right forward pocket.
Anything to that, Kingy? He rang up to James Gow straight away and pushed him, so I'm not sure whether they had a little bit of...
He could turn the colour down on those boots, Brock. They're pretty bright, I tell you.
Oh, I miss him.
Boundary umpire Lamal hurls it back into play. Oscar Morrison doing the ruck work, nudged off it by Pitt. Porter, who was great last week against St Mary's, won our Leopold Sporties Player of the Day, brought down in a tackle. We'll get a ball up. Thompson first blood in the GDFNL decider, 6-0. Around the grounds for Leopold Sporties.
Ball up, 10 out from Leopold's goal. Tap down towards Gow. Left foot kick towards the boundary. Brock Williamson gets back there with those boots on. Went left and then went right. Kick around the corner. Back to the top of the square. Billy Ritchie comes in off hands. Still in the field of play, is it? Does he keep it in? He does. Gets the handball underneath towards Scott. Can he pick it up? He can't. He can now. Knights puts the tackle on him. Does well. Holds him up in the right forward pocket. And we will have a ball up. It's Leopold 2 behind. St Joey's yet to score. And we have played 10 minutes in the first term.
Umpire Ganaccia puts it into the air. Morrison the tap down. James Hickey the clearing kick towards half back. Sends it looking down there for De Grande, who down low couldn't take it. He's had to play high up the ground. De Grande to help with the breeze and try and get that ball out, but it's parked inside the forward 50. The thing, though, is we're 10.5 minutes in. Joey's will be happy yet to concede a goal, Kirsch, for the Sporting Globe.
Absolutely. They've come out with a real good defensive mindset against the breeze.
Morrison got it down. Porter tapped it onto Wagner on the boundary line. Right foot kick, and that is on the bike track. In fact, it's over the fence on the full. It was that far out. And
that's a good effort.
Yeah, that is a good effort. We're going to have to wait a little minute. Kirsch, I don't think we're going to see much play on this side of the ground.
Well, it's like that. You should have parked the bus on that side of the...
Get close to the action.
Except that hailstones would have come straight through the front of the old van.
So Luke Webb's waiting for the footy to come back. He's in the back pocket for St Joey's on the outer side. And he's going to take the free kick. Runs away. Drives it long towards centre wing with his kick on the outer side. Thompson in front, punched away by De Grande defensively. Falls towards Hickey. Underground handball. De Grande and Thompson go at it again. The umpire will come in and ball it up on right half forward for Leopold.
Actually, rotate the boundary umpires as well at quarter time. This fellow here hasn't had to do anything.
So once again, umpire Ganacci to put it into the air. Bumstead got shoved off it by Oscar Morrison, who then had his kick smothered by Marcus Thompson, spilled outside of the right boot, and Natus, a bouncing ball taken beautifully by Edwards. Handball on the up was good. Antonak under pressure, jammed it on the boot, and Northam's playing forward to the footy. Handball release to Grande, outside of the right boot, didn't get good purchase. Ball stands on its point. McComb, whose hair seems to be a little less peroxide than it was. Here's Porter being held surely by Antonak and winning the free kick. So Louis Antonak back playing, I think, first game since late June, after, of course, heading into the Cats and being part of their final surge. Wagner marks centre kick wide, and Edmonds is all alone out the back again. How will it sit for him? It'll sit up for Stone, in fact. Stone takes it, steadies, then kicks inside 50. Not a great kick. Ritchie spoiled away by Clark. And it's out of bounds for a boundary throw-in the right forward pocket at the northern or Melbourne end of the ground. Leopold 2 behind. St Joseph's yet to score. Opening quarter action, 12.5 minutes played. A significant breeze favouring the northern end of the ground.
So umpire Lamal inside 50 for Leopold will throw the ball back in for Bumstead and Morrison. Short towards Bumstead. He can't take it. Now it falls into the arms of Riley Stone off a step goal. Great play side of the pack by Riley Stone, as Kingy said, back in the team. Hasn't played much this season, but he's back in the second semi-final team and puts the first major on the board of the second semi-final. And they go to 1-2-8 Leopold. St Joey's yet to score. Harvey Norman, K-Rock, first quarter scoreboard. Think Harvey Norman for all the big brands at Geelong's best prices.
Awesome. It was a great kick by Riley Stone to kick the goal, but Marcus Thompson's handball in traffic, low, underground, to give him the opportunity to have a shot on goal is just all class. Another goal assist for Pup. No, you reckon his goal assists each week would be astronomical, I reckon. It should be something I should look into, Jace.
Yeah, it should, Kirsch. For Kerr's Hire.
For Kerr's Hire, of course.
100% locally owned and operated in Geelong. Just waiting for a footy to return. Good crowd here at West Oval. The Flowers family stand, as you'd be not shocked to know, is full as people try and stay out of the elements. Mini grandstand just forming out the front of the K-Rock van as well.
That little marquee over there is not going to be here long, is it?
No, it's going to go soon. They'll end up at the arena.
Yeah.
So we have found the ball
Where
back.
that ball was.
Yeah, where the ball was, that's right.
The ball is back, 14 minutes played, and the first goal of the second semi-final belongs to Riley Stone. Umpire puts it into the air for Northam and Bumstead to go at it again. Neither got a hand on it. Wagner tried to attack it, later tackle, and it was a real tough tackle too, bringing to ground Josh Nenatus, and we'll get a ball. I reckon Nenatus the shortest player on the ground. Wagner not much taller. Tap down Northam. Hickey being held. Called play on. No, umpire said it'll have to come back. It'll be a free kick as Henderson took the footy, gave it to Antonak, but it'll come back. To Mullen, I should say, it'll come back, and James Hickey will take the free kick. He went to go short, but decided not to, so he just hangs onto the footy for the moment. Now he'll send it to, although he's going to run into Riley Stone, so he had to give a handball off to O'Dwyer, who then kicked along the ground. It was a shank. Mullen picked it up and then lost it. Wagner out of trouble, into trouble. Gordon, Porter on the outside of the right boot, sends it inside forward 50. The target is Giddings, couldn't mark. First to recover out the back. How will it sit for him? It'll sit nicely, but he can't finish his work. He's jam on the boot, just missing to the left and through for a minor score. The pressure from behind was good. And the margin is 9. So opportunity missed there. 1-3-9. Leopold. Joey's yet to score. 15 minutes played, opening quarter action. Thanks to Harvey Norman, Corio and Warren Ponds. Think Harvey Norman for all the big brands at Geelong's best prices.
It was messy ball movement by Joey's, and Joel O'Dwyer, he's your Monday to Friday kicker.
Is he your Jack Driver?
He is.
Yeah. Don't be doing that.
He's on my list.
Handball.
Monday to Friday kickers.
Handball, Joel. Handball. Betson, he gets the ball. He might have to join him too because the ball wasn't too good, but then Northam made it better at centre wing, held it up against Bumstead, so they're going to do some ruck work. Now the ball is on centre wing on the outer side. Bumstead, Northam gets it down. Thompson pushed off the footy. Now Porter in the middle, got a sort of scrambly looking kick towards Sam Scott, 50 out from goal. He stands and gets it away with one towards Porter, who runs in towards the play. Stone comes up it as well, and the ball comes over the back, Hayden, but Northam in the end got a quick kick out towards him. The ruckman took the mark inside defensive 50, going to be able to try and clear for St Joey's.
They're a long way from home into this breeze. Northam with it, given the hurry up by umpire Chaston, sends a kick towards the outer wing, looking for a fly. Sheen came from 5 deep. There's going to be a free kick going which way? Joey's. Morrison will quickly take it, send it inside forward 50, but kick it to nobody. They had to wait for it to bounce, and Tom Gordon took it cleanly for Leopold. Lateral kick is okay, and Sheen's got it just outside his defensive 50. Front of the scoreboard that shows Leopold 1-3-9. Joey's yet to score. Looking to attack the middle, although he's actually going to come wider, and he's going to bounce it in front of Marcus Thompson. It's sat nicely for him, point of the square left half back, turns, kicks, looks for a marking target. Stone on the juggle. That's a nice mark.
Stone now left half forward for Leopold. Got on the attacking side of the ground. Now the Lions going towards the north, but St Joey's have flooded back nicely.
He's thinking
about having a shot here, Riley Stone. He will be kicking from about 60 with the breeze. This will be interesting.
Left-hand goalpost.
So, Riley Stone, who's kicked his own. Birchie, what are you reckoning down there? Is he going to get the distance?
He's looking.
Oh, he's called to play on, so he must have run around his mark. There's no way he's got that anywhere near it. Goes to the top of the square. No mark taken. Falls to the side of the pack. Ball spills free, comes back now. Off a step, Gordon's kick went backwards another 25 metres towards Hayden. It doesn't sit for him to Natus at half back. Picks the ball up and then just gets a clearing kick to an open centre wing position. Who's going to get there first? Lewis against Pitcher. Lewis just taps it on. Now it's a foot race coming the other way. Jennings gets there first. Gets around Humphrey. Handball, missed the target. Webb comes the other way and sees it over the boundary line on centre wing. Webby. And for St Joey's, and they sees it over the line. Leopold 1-3-9. St Joey's yet to score. We've played 18 minutes in this first term.
That rain stayed away for the moment, Birchie.
Yep, can you hear me? Oh, there we go.
Oh, lost you again. Tap down Northam. Roving here by Gow. Handball out the side door. James Hickey's been busy early. Loops it over the top to Mullen. Mullen 70 from goal. It'll hold in the breeze. Lewis will have to play from behind. Pitcher front position. Drop the mark. Handball release. So after the recovery was good to Wagner. Wagner 35 from his defensive goal. Sends it wide. Williamson off 2 feet. Jumped. Couldn't mark but recovered well. Chip over the top to Marcus Thompson, who's brought his own share in this afternoon.
He has on the bootstraps. Gets the mark and then short little kicks okay over the top. Richie. Handball going to set a target for Williamson. Oh, he's under pressure too. He has to get it back. Under pressure to Richie, who was tackling there over the top towards the piano tuner. He's going to get half a shepherd. He needs to pick it up close to the boundary line, sees it over. And it will be a throw in about 60 around from the Leopold goal on the outer side.
Yeah, Kingy, no rain. I had retreated under the balcony there, but my reception's not too good, so I'll come out into the elements. But the breeze is still blowing. It's pretty strong from that southerly direction, but no rain.
Thank you, Birchie. Right half forward will have it hurled back into play. Bumstead and Northam, they'll be busy this afternoon. Northam had 2 goes at it, won the tap. Knights gave it to Smith. Smith on his right, sends it towards half back. It'll hold for McLaughlin in the breeze. He couldn't take the mark though. Over the top, Matthews provided a contest. Richie stole it away from Owen, burst away and then sent a high long ball to the goal square. Back with the flight. Betson was there to help see it through for a minor score. Leopold 1-4-10. Joey's yet to score. 20 minutes almost played on the Bowen Foods opening quarter time clock. And they haven't made the most of this opportunity with the breeze. Joey's, although they haven't scored, won't be upset to only be 10 points in arrears. Webb with the kick in again. Plays on. Keeps it low. Oh, that's a shank. That was Jack Driver-like. Goes back towards the piano tuner, who handballs it back to Williamson off a step. 40 out from goal. Top of the square. Puts it up there. No mark. St Joey's with the numbers. Can they get it away? Handball from Owen. Missed the target. Goes back towards Pitt, who gets ripped off the football in the left forward pocket. And pack develops. Harry Smith's down there as well. The umpire will come in and ball it up. Only about 15 out from the Leopold goal. So big pack around it as umpire Ganacci is going to put the ball in the air for Northam and Bumstead. He puts it in there now and Bumstead gets it down towards the boundary line. Edmonds, he runs out of room before he could keep it in and give the handball to Thompson, and we'll have a boundary thrown in the left forward pocket for the Lions. He was ready to snap that through for a goal, Marcus Thompson. About 10 around. I get 5 around from the left hand behind post, hurled back into play. Almost at the top of the square, they'll compete for this ruck throw in. Throwing on the boot, Giddings has dragged off the kick. Chance here for Joey's. Owen, Hickey, Owen clearing kick to right half back. Couldn't get it to Mullen. Chance here for Leopold. Jennings, handball, Feely, snap. It will go straight up the shot tower and Wagner will crash the pack, bring the ball to ground, but the ball will be released. Was that Northam? Slick hands. Antonak involved. Chance for Henderson over the top. Knights, watch out. Gave it to DeGrande. DeGrande, watch out. Wonderful tackle, Jennings. Gobbled him up like Pac-Man, brought him to ground and won the free kick.
It was on his blind side, wasn't it? He just turned almost into him. Great tackle by Jennings.
Jennings back to Gordon, back into the centre square for Leopold. And try and come the attacking side. He's got Sheen out wide. He's going to go straight down the middle though with a kick. Long kick inside 50. Webb in the middle. Can't take the mark for St Joey's. Ball spills 3 stones. Kick around the corner was okay. Edmonds. Oh, if he picked it up, he was away through the ball out towards Connor Giddings in the right forward pocket. He keeps his feet. Betson's back there as well for St Joey's. They've got the numbers there, St Joseph's. They kick up the chimney though. McLaughlin punch it backwards into dangerous territory. Feely puts the tackle on. Antonak. Ball spills free. Going to be a hold, said the umpire. Nachos gives the free kick. St Joey's with a clearing kick.
An interesting punching area to put the ball, wasn't it? Corridor, their way.
Absolutely. Antonak with the footy. Oh, tripped over as he tried to take on the man on the mark. Got away from Feely. How far did he run? Too far, according to umpire Chaston. And then he's put on his backside by Feely.
No.
It was an umpire Ganacci that's paid it, and it'll be a free kick to Leopold. They'll get a shot at goal. So Antonak, I don't reckon he went too far. It's just that he shimmied because he slipped. It made it seem like he went further than he actually did. So a free kick's going to belong to the piano tuner. Ollie Northam's going to stand the mark, probably conceding that he'll have the distance, so I might as well stand the mark and make it a bigger target to kick over. The tallest player on the ground and almost the shortest player. And Wagner will have to go over the long arms of Ollie Northam. There hasn't been a massive goal kicker this year, the piano tuner, just the 7 goals this year, Logan Wagner. But this, for Leopold's second in a 16-point buffer, sends it on its way. Got good contact, but he's pushed it across the face and through for a minor score. I reckon he was playing for a cross breeze that wasn't there. And the margin's 11. 1-5-11 Leopold. St Joseph's yet to score. 23 and a quarter minutes played in this opening term at West Oval. Second semi-final action on K-Rock football. Hot chips, just $4 at Avco Cafe 24/7.
Webby wrapping him up racking them up at full back for St Joey's. His 5th kick in. Goes outside 50 on the outer side, looking for De Grande off the back of the pack. Henderson. But he'd run out of room before he could get the kick away, so can't gain that extra 20 metres with the kick. And we'll have a boundary throw in just forward of centre wing for Leopold.
Just an update, some running repairs on the marquee out the outer side in the pocket. It's looks like
that's
it's
not good. That's going to be at Federal Mills, not the arena. That's miles away. Trouble with that marquee. It's not a great day for a marquee. Not a great day for a boundary throw in either. Northam. He got it down under pressure. Still inside defensive 50 for St Joseph. Northam again. Picked up though by Burgess, who just goes with a high raking kick inside 50. Riley Stone can't take the mark against Webb. It runs out of bounds. It runs towards the arena. It's in the car park again. And it will be a break in play while we get that football back in the right forward pocket. Grand final at the GDFL. Belmont 8, Leigh Thompson 6 in the first quarter there.
I just saw Bobby Locke pick up the footy and return it from the arena.
A bit of Darren Rowe. Oh, here we go. Don't start that, Tom.
Right forward pocket. Northern end.
Mark Dalton.
Hurled back into play. The Alabama slammer.
Stop.
A chance here for Sam Scott. Has his kick smothered. Ball bobbling around. Edmonds tried to extract it from the pack but left it behind. Humphrey, 2-man tackle. Brings him to ground. Thompson and Porter. It does sound like some sort of bookstore.
Thompson and Porter. Free kick.
It is actually. Is it a free kick going against Porter to Humphrey, who's got it? The top of his defensive goal square, goes into the right back pocket and finds Zach Knights. He can go short to O'Dwyer if he so chooses, but decides to hit Antonak and just got it to him in time.
Wow.
Barely went 15 as Pitt was there to pounce, but Antonak takes it. Antonak, his kick, that's not great, and Edmonds on the juggle should take the mark for Leopold. You can hit him on the transition back if he gets moving quick enough. He hasn't hit that kick very well. Stone had to play spoiler on Webb. It rolls out of bounds into the left forward pocket. We'll have it thrown back into play. 1-5-11, no score. St Joseph's, 25 and a half minutes played. Unfortunately, weather conditions, the breeze especially, not conducive to the quality you'd expect of a second semi-final.
They've held up well defensively, St Joseph's, haven't they, Jason? And they've got their matchups right down there. Their one-on-ones are perfect.
Over the back of the ruck contest, and the Natus pushed past it by Wagner, the piano tuner. Now it's about 15 out from the Leopold goal. Pack develops, umpire will come in and ball it up.
Belmont Lions 8, Thompson 6. Opening quarter action in the GDFL Grand Final for Leopold Sporties, your complete family venue, 135 Kensington Road, Leopold.
Northam pushes Jennings past the football in the ruck contest. Betson's pushed off it fairly. Humphrey just picks the pocket, gets the kick away towards defensive 50. Now it's Matthews, has to ride a couple of bumps. The umpire says he's ridden them okay. And Trent Thompson not happy with a little bit of work that Paddy De Grande had there, but it will have a ball up about 50 out from the Leopold goal.
Geelong Carlton underway in the AFLW. We'll stay across that score this afternoon. Tap down Jennings, roving James Hickey, and was he taken high? No, umpire with a quick whistle says you weren't going anywhere. Let's get this ball back in the air. And he does for Northam to win the tap down. His Porter was very good last week, pushed off his kick. Northam went to come with it, the footy, but dribbled a kick away about a metre. Head over it is Mullen or Kerwood. Who's underneath that? Actually, Kerwood's come out of the pack just with the left ankle, lower leg. You should keep an eye on that, Birchie. As Northam and Jennings go at it again. Northam controlling the tap. Porter the roving. He's held without the footy, surely. Umpire didn't see it that way as Hickey now pounces on the loose ball. And we'll get another stoppage, this time at the edge of the centre square, favouring Leopold. 27 minutes played. 1 goal, 5 Leopold. Joey's yet to score opening quarter action in the second semi-final.
Northam takes it out of the ruck contest. Short little kick, though, only as far as the man with 2 first names, Luke Justin. Gets it on the outside towards Billy Ritchie. Must have a disease. Nobody near him. 50 out from goal. Can kick it too. Right foot kick. Does! Kicks it for Leopold. They're second. Billy Ritchie. Leopold 2-5, 17. They lead St Joey's. Yet to score. Harvey Norman, K-Rock, first quarter scoreboard. And if you don't like it, boys, you better move, because there'll be a bit of yelling here this afternoon. Think Harvey Norman for all the big brands at Geelong's best prices.
So Joey's got +1 in defence at the moment, Jace. They're playing with a 7-man back line, but the defender, the spare man, was in the goal square, so he couldn't really defend much when he's playing the goalkeeper for the long kick coming in, which probably allowed that extra number across half forward for Leopold.
I still think Joey's would be comfortable with the situation, knowing they're going to kick with that breeze.
I think if you said you're keeping them to 2 goals at quarter time, or 2 or 3 goals, you'd be more than happy with that.
Umpire to put it into the air. Bumstead to go against Morrison. He won the tap down this time. Gow trying to duck under a tackle, went low. These are a high tackle, not paid. Ball bobbles out. McLaughlin coming one way, tried to worry Hayden out of it. Diving on it, James Hickey. Tried to get a handball out for St Joey's, but it stayed underneath the pack because Hayden came again. Put some good pressure on, and we'll get a ball up near the edge of the centre square. 2-5, no score. Opening quarter for Harvey Norman, Corio and Warren Ponds. Furniture, electrical, bedding, computers. I think Harvey Norman for all the big brands at Geelong's best prices. He's Donatus through the pack doing some good roving, sending it on the boot towards Hunter Lewis, who comes up, marks on his chest, turns and sees Edwards inside forward 50, sends it in that direction now, goes with the one hand, can't complete the mark, recovers best, he caught one high, yes. Bit of whiplash for Joel Edwards. He'll have a shot, but this is no easy shot, despite the fact that he's within 45 metres, but with this breeze, it is going to hold up. Right-hand goalpost, Kirsch.
Absolutely, but we saw from Hunter Lewis's kick in that first quarter, he was only 30 out. That was very, very difficult.
The left foot up, Edwards sets it up. He actually puts it to the top of the square. Mullen, his target. Luke Justin's got back off his wing to help out, take the mark, and he can send it wide and send a kick. Looking for Marcus Thompson. It'll be at his bootlaces. Actually bounces over his head in the end. James Hickey waited behind, took the footy. Marcus Thompson came in. He might have got one high from McLaughlin. Umpire didn't see it that way. Umpire says, give it to me. Barely heard the whistle go there, and we'll get a ball up.
50 out from the St Joey's goal.
Joey's fans are up and about, aren't they?
Oh, yes. Johnny Mack needs to control them down here, I tell you.
Johnny Mack's he's the ringleader.
Get security down here soon. Tate Porter's kick was smothered beautifully by Gow. He's in a bit of trouble after that. Count him, I think James Gow now. The ball comes around. Ball still 50 out from goal.
And poor Gow's found himself
right in the contest. As the trainer and the runner comes out to him, and Tate Porter just pushes him out of the way, which is no good because he still can't breathe at the moment. He's a bit winded from that kick.
I don't know about that, Tate Porter. I don't like that.
No.
So ball up, 50 out from the St Joey's goal. 30 played in this first term. Bumstead gets it down in front. Now the ball spills free. And Hold said the umpire, it's going to go back to Marcus Thompson to defensive 50 for Leopold.
Thompson inside defensive 50, wants the corridor with a piercing ball. Williamson fell over, but it might work out all right. Richie, Fearley through traffic, handball out the side door, tried to find Pitt, slung in the tackle. We've got a handball away into the path of Stone. Coming the other way, McComb was able to knock it away. Knocked towards the boundary line. Stone, though, tracking it for Leopold. Handball back to Edmonds. Edmonds a short kick, down bootlaces. Fearley couldn't take it cleanly. Joey's defence good. Nunatis worked hard to keep it alive for St Joey's. Richie might have caught one high there, and he has. He's actually caught one, I reckon, across the bridge of the nose. Yeah. So there might be a bit of claret there, and he's probably wondering where the free kick is after the high contact. But either way, it's quarter time. Joey's held scoreless, but kicking into the breeze. Leopold, have they made enough of it at 2-5-17? We'll probably find out at half time how impactful that wind is heading to the northern end of the ground. We'll take a break from here at West Oval. It's Saturday afternoon, second semi-final action between St Joseph's and Leopold. Thanks to Abco Cafe 24/7. Hot chips, just $4 at Abco Cafe 24/7. Live, breathe, carrot footy.
I'm running the laps you get when you're late for training.
I'm doing this lap so you can get to training safely.
Because late is always better than never.
Being late isn't the end of the world.
For causing a road crash by going even a little bit over the limit, could be.
This lap so you can all get footy and back safe.
This lap?
This lap.
This lap.
This lap is so you can show up for your team and slow down on the road.
There is literally no reason for you to speed.
So this lap, so you don't have to rush.
Hang on. Why am I running laps? I'm retired.
Remember, stay focused. We're just here for a tow ball.
A Toyota genuine tow ball?
Dad, here it is.
Designed and tested by Toyota.
Oh. We might need to take this tow ball out for a test drive.
Good thinking.
Find your O at your local Toyota dealer with a $1,500 finance deposit bonus across the Hilux range. Toyota.
Remember, stay focused. We're just here for a tow ball.
A Toyota genuine tow ball?
Dad, here it is.
Designed and tested by Toyota.
Oh. We might need to take this tow ball out for a test drive.
Good thinking.
Find your O at your local Toyota dealer with a $1,500 finance deposit bonus across the Hilux range. Toyota.
Playing a fair part in this game, and it's going to bring the skill level down somewhat, and particularly the ball movement from coast to coast. That's for sure. We've seen that already so far, but I think Leopold probably wasted a few opportunities going inside forward 50. They were hoping for that long bomb kick inside forward 50 and hoping that Pitt and Giddings will get on the end of it. But they've got some very good matchups up there with Jolo Dwyer and Betson as some real good one-on-one defenders. So hadn't quite worked for them. They might have to lower their eyes the next time they have the breeze. That's what exactly Joey's will learn off. Lowering their eyes coming into the forward 50 this quarter. St Joey's did all right. 8 inside forward 50s against that breeze, and Leopold only had the 12. So they've done pretty well, St Joseph, to hold up against the breeze. Marks inside forward 50, that's going to be a low all day today, and clearances is where St Joey's getting them at the moment, 9-5, and I think Gow's had 4 of those, and I reckon Ollie Northern was probably got the other 5, to be honest, out of those clearances. They're just quick kicks into the breeze to try and get it out of the area, and of course there's going to be a multitude of throw-ups and throw-ins today. Intercept marks will be that big one. We had the world record last week game, and it's already 5-3, so there's 8 intercept marks already in this game. So that this quarter may play into St Joseph's hands because there's no Tev Noffy down there, so we'll see what happens there with that.
Thank you for that, Kirsch. Of course, key numbers thanks to Kerr's Hire, 100% locally owned and operated in Geelong. Jane Birch is down boundary side for A&B Australia Quality Shelving. Birchie, whose camp did you go to at quarter time?
I went to Leopold just then, so I've got Buddha hocking with me at the moment. Buddha, you'd be pleased. They came out with some pretty good intensity. You had the 8 of the breeze, but it was forcing a lot of turnover from Joey's, and they were really fumbly because of that pressure.
Yeah, just execution. We didn't finish 5-2, look better than 2-5, but we were able to minimise their score, so we just need to hold on what they did. They rolled some numbers back, clogged it up a little bit, and they held on, so we just need to do the same. We still want to try and score, still want to try and get the ball inside our forward 50, but yeah, it's going to be a tough ask with this breeze, but see if we can hold them out.
And also, you played here last week, so you got a little bit of an understanding of the breeze although it's going in the opposite direction this week. I noticed you did speak about that a little bit more and put more emphasis on that with your instructions to your team in this second quarter because you're against it.
Yeah, well, this time of the year it's windy, so we had Newtown round 18 where it was just horrific, so we learned to sort of not just defend one side. If it's anything higher, we will try and get up on this side here, on the interchange side, and try and attack, but certainly we want to play out the other side if we can. But it's up to the boys to realise that if we get a short turnover, let's try and attack. If it's a longer turnover, let's try and defend out the other side.
Thanks so much, Porter. Good luck.
Second quarter action for Morris Business Class Finance. Here's Jace.
Cole Bumstead gets it down in the middle, but Gow rows it for St Joey's. Falls over at the crucial stage. Ball comes back towards Nenatus. He leaves the ball behind Feely. He tried to get the handball back to Bumstead on hands and knees. Gets it to Marcus Thompson inside 50. Clark through the middle. Gets some support from Harry Smith as well. Goes towards centre half forward. No mark taken there. Leopold had a couple. Trent Thompson puts a tackle on. Ball spills free. Back towards Smith on centre wing. He needs to get through. He gets a little left foot kick away. Thompson, bit of candy. Trent gets it back inside for Leopold. Ben Clark right into Sam Scott's back pocket. Holds him up. The umpire says yes. Holding the ball.
What opportunity do you have?
None.
You attack the football and you get pinned by getting dragged 20 metres.
Clark laterally with the kick. It's well weighted, and he finds O'Dwyer. Not the greatest of kicks. O'Dwyer wants the corridor. That will go through the hands of Antonak. It's knocked away back towards the top of the 50. Nernatus through traffic. Gave a handball. Hickey pulls the trigger. Doesn't get full purchase. Top of the square. Off hands. Oscar Morrison. Quick snap. Calls have touched. What will be called? I think we've got a goal. Oscar Morrison with the first of the afternoon for St Joey's. A great snap. Inspirations paint. Goal of the afternoon contender. It was one touch off the pack onto the boot, and the number 4 for Joey's gets things underway in this second quarter. Thanks to Morris Business Class Finance, asset finance by Geelong people. For Geelong people, call 1300 for Morris.
We talked about it in the first quarter, Jace, that Joey's had that +1. Humphreys was the +1, but he was deep like the goalkeeper. At the moment, Mitchie Burgess is the +1 for Leopold, and he found himself stuck on top of the 50. So different roles that the +1's playing behind the ball.
Back in the middle, Bumstead and Northam. Oh, Northam gave one away, 2-eye there. So Bumstead should get the free kick. And the umpire is waiting for the ball to come back. So Cole Bumstead will take the free for Leopold in the middle. Don't kick it, Cole, just handball it. He thought about it to Feely. Now he's going to kick short, very short. And it just goes to Jet Matthews. K-Rock's own gets it on the outboard. Gordon takes the mark on centre wing. On the outer side, he goes short to Feely. Did he take the mark? Umpire Ganachia said no, he did not. And St Joey's wrap him up in the tackle. And we'll have a ball up on centre wing on the outer side.
2 minutes 20 played on the Bowen Foods time clock. Sells the freshest fish direct to you. Donga Road, North Geelong, not too far away from Bowen Foods. Tap down Northam. Marcus Thompson at the base of the pack for Leopold. Couldn't take it cleanly. James Hickey's been really good, but it's going to come back and be a free kick. To Mitch Burgess, is it? No, to Marcus Thompson. He went to give it off to Burgess, but he would have run straight into James Hickey, so he held the handball back. And Marcus Thompson now just gets a wind up through the middle of West Oval. It'll hold in the breeze. Inside 50, they'll compete. Spoil from Betson, from Joey's from behind. Northern went to go off the ground. Clean was Henderson. Quick snap around the corner towards a one-on-one. Fisted away. You might have another go here, pitcher. Although Gow knocked it down. He's okay after getting that kick that saw the ball straight into the solar plexus. Here's Wagner through traffic, looping a handball. Feely or Bumstead. Bumstead a fumble. Then he flicked it out. Clark for Joey's goes back. Brought down by Feely. Ball spills. Here's the outside of the right boot. Wagner. Giddings can't mark on the juggle. Betson was clean. Handball release. Antonak away.
He goes from defensive 50. Scrambling sort of kick towards Edwards. Can't take the mark off the back of the pack. He puts half a tackle on. Ball spills free. Leopold though with the numbers. Matthews gets it on the outboard. The man with 2 first names. Luke Justin on centre wing goes towards half forward with the kick. Joey's got the numbers there, but it falls to Williams. It gets one high. Should get a free kick, and the umpire says I'll ball it up.
One behind the footy. Kirsch for Leopold.
It went straight to wasn't the greatest of kicks coming out from Louis Antonak. It went actually to the +1.
So 2-5-17 Leopold. St Joey's 1 straight 6. They break away from half back. Hickey for St Joey's goes towards Edwards and takes a second grabber. 55 from goal on right half forward. He's going to wheel around on that left. He thinks he's got it with the breeze. He goes now with a long left foot kick.
Oh, wow.
It's got the distance and it's got the accuracy. Inspirations paint goal of the day from Joel Edwards. Watch the next project, 138 Torquay Road in Grovedale. And they get their second on the board. St Joey's in a very short space of time in this second term. They're 2 straight 12, and they lead Leopold, who are 2-5 That's not right, is it? 1-5-11. Haven't got the right score here. Something's gone wrong. 2-5-17. I've missed a goal, would you believe, Kingy? Very unlike me.
Billy Ritchie's?
Yes, Billy Ritchie it was. So 2-5-17 Leopold. St Joey's at 2 straight 12, and that is on the Norris Business Class Finance K-Rock second quarter scoreboard.
Joel Edwards has the Darcy Langs about him. He's a natural right footer.
Oh,
Joel
is it
Edwards,
really?
just an interesting stat for you.
Really?
Yes, I've been well informed by Mark Henderson.
Back in the middle, Northam fisted it away. Quick kick forward. Mullen and Joey's are inside 50 again, making a good fist of this breeze early, cutting that 17-point margin back to 5 in the blink of an eye. Geelong no score. Carlton one behind quarter time in the AFLW clash at Icon Park. Cats can't afford to lose this. To be half a win out of 3 to start the season with only 11 games, that's a big ask to come back. They'll be hurled back into play. Right half forward with the 50 meets the boundary line. Tap down Bumstead was nice to Marcus Thompson. Hit it on the fly. Kick to the wing. With the one handball, Williamson couldn't mark. Pitt tried to take it. Scott was good. Handball. Porter just jams it on the boot and says, run onto this. Somebody. Bouncing ball. Oh, it was tough. And it eluded O'Dwyer. Kick forward. Giddings wants to put it into the path of Williamson. It'll roll and it'll roll and it'll roll out of bounds for a boundary throw in the left forward pocket. So they made the most of their opportunity. I think it's just a case of territory for Leopold in this second quarter, Kirsch.
Absolutely, and just try and keep it locked in there forward 50 for a little bit here. Bit of time in forward 50 is what they need.
Boundary throw in left forward pocket for Leopold. Northam up against Harris Jennings. Boundary umpire throws the ball back in. Jennings gets to the front. Northam tries to tap it to the front. Does. Clark's handball was okay. Harry Smith off a step back towards the middle. Which way is it going to bounce? Over a couple. Feely reads it the better for Leopold. His kick though was terrible. McLaughlin turned it over. Gave it away. Handball Kerwood. He got it to DeGrande off the left. Deep inside 50. There's the extra for Leopold. They come at it. Feely comes back to help out as well. Kerwood puts the tackle on. Trent Thompson's handball. Missed the target. Max McLaughlin's in there. He put a good tackle on as well. The umpire will come in and ball it up 50 out from the St Joey's goal.
I think it could be a consideration to play even numbers ahead of the ball. So put Joey's spare and make it 7 on 7. You don't really need a spare against the breeze.
Ball into the air, tapped down by Jennings, roving by Mullen. A high kick for St Joey's. It'll float to about 20 from goal. Spoil from Justin. Ball then knocked forward by Porter for Leopold. And then taking it is Kerwood. He's wrapped up, brought to ground. Jake Kerwood, of course, a former Belmont line. Played 31 games, kicked 38 goals. As Thompson, I think, has taken the lead in the GDFNL Grand Final. They'll move to 12, Belmont at 10, second quarter action for Leopold Sporties.
Morrison got it down in the ruck contest in the forward 50 for St Joey's. Jennings, though, picks it up in the end, and Morrison bear hugs him in the tackle. So umpire Chaston will come in and do some work.
Somebody's just turned the heater off. It's just got, I reckon it's dropped 2 degrees very quickly.
But it feels like in a minute. The ball goes up in the air. Northam gets it down. Kicked by Feely, was actually smothered by Tate Porter, his teammate, now out of traffic. Gow at James Hickey, kick over the shoulder, top of the square. Has he got a I don't think Sheehan got a hand. Oh, he did. The goal umpire said it was touched. The Undertaker just got a left hand to it, and it's through for one behind to St Joey's. So they go to 2-1-13. Trail Leopold 2-5-17. Morris Business Class Finance K-Rock second quarter scoreboard.
So long ball to half back, got good distance there. Pitt couldn't mark, trying to knock it to his own advantage with Justin, couldn't take it cleanly, and we'll get a stoppage about just 4 to the wing.
Feels like 4.6.
And this is September 14. Jace Boris is braving the elements for Pixel Sports Media this afternoon. See some of his best snaps on our social media coming up. Marcus Thompson on the outside of the right boot. Webb attacked it for St Joey's on the wing, couldn't take it. Knights knocked it forward, but deflected away. Although Gow did okay to give it back to James Hickey. Hickey through the outstretched arms of Justin. Kicks towards right half forward. Sheehan buffets Morrison off it. Kerwood jammed it on the boot inside 50. DeGrande playing in front, marked. He takes it 25 out. Slightly right of centre. Will go back and have a shot on his 59th of the season. He's got to be a chance, Matheson Middle Night, doesn't he?
Has to be. Well, forwards don't overly poll well, do they?
He did last year.
Well, they did last year.
And he was our K-Rock MVP.
Actually, yeah, Caldo.
Yeah, Caldo and Fort. They did last year.
Fort's a...
Oh, well, okay, Fort's anywhere.
Utility.
Hybrid. Like a car. Just move anywhere.
A smooth mover.
It's like your hybrid 4-iron. Just get you out of all sorts of trouble. Chance here for DeGrande to give Joey's the lead, and he does. Yes, just sneaks it in the left-hand goalpost, and St Joseph's are in front for the first time this afternoon. 3-1-19 leads Leopold 2-5-17 on the second quarter. K-Rock Morris Business Class Finance scoreboard. It's financed by Geelong people for Geelong people. Call 1300 for Morris.
Yeah, they were good then, St Joseph's. Just around that stoppage, they got the ball to the outside, and that's also St Joseph's strength, whilst it's Leopold's strength. Hit the ball to the outside. James Hickey with that quick kick in, and Kerwood's really good to get that ball on the boot to Graney in front. As we said, it's not going to be a huge marks inside forward 50 today, so you've got to make the most of your opportunities when the ball's in your area.
Belmont back in front of Thompson, 16-12 at St Albans in the GD Grand Final. Northam here at West gets it down. Going to be roved though by Mitch Burgess. Goes with the outside of the right foot, outside centre wing. Does he find Jake Pitt on a long lead? He does. And he takes the mark on the outer side for Leopold. So Jake Pitt called to play on now. And try and work it. Does a bit of candy, works around, gains an extra 5, kicks into the breeze, holds up and in front. I think Hayden's taken it, has he? No. Play on the call, said the umpire. So St Joey's break free and come the other way. Jack Mullen takes the mark on centre wing.
It's a good kick from Humphrey, controlled it nicely to Mullen, who's got it. True centre wing out of side, brings it back to centre half forward. Morrison, his target. Spoil from Trent Thompson, brought it to ground and out of bounds for a boundary throw. What are Joey's doing well that's got them that 3 goals in 10 minutes?
I think their ball movement's just a little bit better than what Leopold's was in that first half. I mentioned at the break that they bombed the ball a lot, Leopold, in that first quarter. St Joseph's are doing the opposite. They're lowering their eyes and they're actually hitting their targets. So their transition is probably 1 or 2 possessions more to get it deeper inside their forward 50.
In the experts chair for the Sporting Globe, Matty Kershaw. Featuring Sport Rose Street, Geelong Northern grabbed it out of the ruck, fired a handball back to the voice of Nunadis, who couldn't take it cleanly, and Leopold will come up with it. Porter jams it on his left boot. Humphrey tried to trap it for Joey's. Porter kept coming though, won back the footy and then jammed it on the boot again. Bouncing ball, Betson attacked it, got a handball away nicely. O'Dwyer flicks it over the top. Henderson outside of the left boot. A high ball to half forward from behind. Mullen just worked Burgess off the footy, couldn't complete the mark, and it's out of bounds for a boundary throw in at right half forward. Northern end of the ground, Joey's in attack, 3-1-19, leading Leopold 2-5-17, and Thompson 3 straight 18 lead Belmont 2-4-16 in the GDFNL decider.
So boundary throwing, 55 around from St Joey's goal. On the outer side, it's going to be Jennings and Northam, who gets it beautifully down to Henderson off the back of the pack. Left foot kick to the top of the square. Oh, is that a mark? Edwards, no, the umpire said play on. Falls to Hunter Lewis, he kicks A behind. He's missed it to the near side. So, geez, Joel Edwards had a lot of that.
Good piece of it.
A good piece of it. So another behind to St Joey's. They're 3-2-20. They lead Leopold 2-5-17. Morris Business Class Finance, K-Rock, second quarter scoreboard.
Under siege at the moment, Leopold.
Yep, they are. They're sort of struggling to get it past centre wing.
3-2-20, plays 2-5-17. Second quarter action, 12 minutes played, Barmfoots time clock. A high ball from Burgess to halfback, holds in the breeze. Sheen flew, couldn't mark Williamson off the front of the pack. Under pressure, turned it over. Lewis had it knocked from his grasp by Gordon. Gordon comes again, handball on the up was good to Hayden. Hayden just jammed it on the boot, the kick stone to the middle, rolling ball. Justin to look to run onto it, O'Dwyer was good. Tapped it nicely into the path of Henderson. Henderson held back the handball. O'Dwyer got behind him to give him an outlet, but he kicks wide. It's going to be a tough ask for Antonak. He'll have Matthews in his back pocket, and he'll have to come back inboard for Henderson. Too much on the kick, but it's going to get knocked into the path of Humphrey. Humphrey jams it on the boot towards Kerwood. Bounce past him. Lewis couldn't trap it. Buffeted off it. Big bump by Feely. Puts Lewis on his Tijuana, and a chance for Leopold to get out of trouble. Wagner, though, the handball too hot for Hayden. We'll get a ball up. Lewis is back on his feet for St John of God. Okay, we put you first, my Street Geelong. It was a good bump. Good old-fashioned hit by Feely.
Yep.
For the ruck contest, Northam goes to ground, wants the free kick. Hickey gets it out towards Antonak, draws a player, handball on the outside. Henderson's little toe poke over the top might be okay. Tanner Owen made up a bit of ground, took the mark. Still 55 from goal, right half forward on the outer side. For St Joey's, attacking the northern end in this second term. He goes long with the breeze to the top of the square. Edwards pushed off the ball. Lewis at the back. Pitcher comes across for Leopold. He gets the handball to Feely, who breaks and goes with a right foot kick outside towards Pitt, who on a long lead. Can he get around O'Dwyer? He can't. He runs out of room. The umpire says, throw it in to the boundary umpire. And he will do so. We played 14 minutes in this second term. St Joey's a 3-2-20. Leopold 2-5-17.
Carlton 1-1-7 lead. Geelong no score at Icon Park. Ball held back into play on the outer wing. Northam and Bumstead in a real wrestle. Northern might have won the tap down. Hickey gave it to Nernades, who under pressure got a handball away, but gave it straight to Jennings. Jennings a handball out the side door on the bounce. Scott was able to free the arms, try to get it back to Jennings. Under pressure, Owen was good, brought him to ground and out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. So the defensive press really good from St Joseph's this afternoon, making life difficult for Leopold to
There's a bit of noise down here on centre wing because I think Leopold might have had an extra player out there for a period of time.
Really?
Yeah, Riley Stone. They were trying to get him off desperately, but he wasn't quite understanding why.
All right, thank you for that, Birchie. Nothing's been called for, so I don't know what they can do about it from here. So we just play on. Wagner, Birchie all over for A&B Australia quality shelving though. Here's Scott with it, left foot kick towards half forward. Joey's got them queuing up, including Harry Smith. Sat under it reliably, took the mark, holds things up, and he'll look maybe to attack broadcast side, or he looked to keep it on the defensive side of the ground. In fact, he wants to send it towards centre half forward.
Goes there now. Edwards goes up in front. Oh, nearly took the grab too. He's had sticky hands. Scott's handball missed. Northam's there. Now James Hickey runs around, gives the handball back to Nernades on centre wing. Off a step, inside 50. Trent Thompson in front to Grandy. At the back is Feely helping out. He's wrapped up. And it will be a ball up about 40 out from the St Joey's goal. So, opportunity. They have played 15.5 in this second term. St Joey's most of the attacking with the breeze in this second quarter. Edwards gets it down. Tanner Owen's handball. Missed the target. Sam Scott up the chimney. That has gone high. No mark from Pitt. Front of the pack. Henderson was smooth. Left foot kick. Top of the square. It's a 2-on-2 to Grandy. Did well. Gets on the left this time. Over the top. And kicks the goal! Paddy de Grandy has kicked his second. And the fourth for St Joey's. Inspirations paint goal of the afternoon contender from Paddy de Grandy. Watch your next project, 138 Torquay Road at Grovedale. And his second of the afternoon. They go to 4-2-26 now, St Joey's, and they lead Leopold 2-5-17. Morris Business Class Finance, K-Rock second quarter scoreboard, and the Experts Chair thanks to the Sporting Globe. Eat, drink, sport, Rory Street, Geelong. Here's Kirsch.
Those last couple of kicks, so when you got the ball at 55, you can get that deeper entry into your forward line, which goes over the top of the +1. They had one-on-ones, and then obviously de Grandy's second effort was superb. I reckon I've seen him kick twice on his left foot ever, and they're both today.
I just commented down here, looks a bit smoother on the left than the right.
Absolutely. He's
a bit more instinct.
Normal.
Shane Birch down boundary side for A&B Australia quality shelving. Umpire to put it into the air. What's the response from Leopold? Joey's on top. Bumstead on the tap down. Porter, that's a throw. Umpire didn't see it that way. Hickey, though, picks up the loose footy, and Joey's will go forward and onto the chest of Kerwood. He puts it. Mark's just outside 50. Distance wouldn't be beyond him with this breeze. Kerwood just directing traffic, though, and looking to send it towards the right forward pocket. It hangs in the air. Big spoil. Jennings off hands. It'll roll through for a behind. Nobody on the line. And a rushed minor for the Joeys. They're 4-3-27. Leopold 2-5-17. 17 and a quarter minutes played on the Barwon Foods time clock. Second quarter action, and we're here for APCO Cafe 24/7. Hot chips, only $4 at APCO Cafe 24/7.
The Undertaker doing the kicking in this time. Sheehan for Leopold. Comes broadcast side. Holds up. Oh, Jennings goes up. Can't take it. Webb gets around. Tackle, but got the handball away. Gow's handball was chopped off. Feely's handball to Porter was okay. He got on the outside. Might get the 1-2 back. Does. Right foot kick. Just measures it to Giddings. It was good. He took the mark in front of Betson on centre wing. So Connor Giddings, first time really they've attacked this side. He goes back to Feely. Kerwood comes up and stands the mark. So Leopold just taking their time. Short kicks. Trent Thompson got a bit of space in the middle.
This is okay, Jace, if they stay this channel and this side of the ground.
Oh, no.
It's when they start to go to the deep side is when they get themselves in trouble.
Burgess gets the pick up and goes long inside 50 with the kick. And Bumstead having a rest there against Morrison at full forward through the middle. Owen wrapped up for St Joey's. And the umpire says it'll come. Jake Pitt put the tackle on. We'll have a ball up 40 out from the Leopold goal.
Reckon they need to find one here, Leopold, just to steady themselves. Bumstead on the tap down. Owen the roving, pulled off the kick, didn't get it away. Porter's over the top of it. Morrison extracted it and then lost it, and we'll get another stoppage. About 18 and 3/4 minutes played on the Barwon Foods time clock. Second quarter action with Joey's leading by 10 over the Polders. And Leopold today wearing the black armbands following the passing of long-time club identity Max Lilburn. Our thoughts with his wife Wynne and their kids, including Marty, who I reckon you would have crossed paths with at times. Kirsch kicked to about 25 out from goal. Here's Jet Matthews flying through, but went to ground. Betson for Joey's had it knocked out in the tackle. We'll get a ball up about 25-30 from goal. Marty Lilburn would have been your era of under-19s.
Ozzy's, I think, a year older than me, Marty, but a very good footballer, Marty Lilburn.
I think came in and played at St Mary's.
He did, yeah.
He might have had a Tate with Dale Purcell, I reckon.
Who hasn't?
Ball up in Leopold's forward 50, and there's a free kick for a hold to St Joey's, and James Hickey just takes the advantage and plays on, goes towards centre wing. Northam just wants to smash it on with the numbers there with Leopold. Kick around the corner from Jennings, goes towards centre half forward. Morrison got a hand to it. Now Stone, a fresh air shot through the middle. Nick Ash clearing kick back to the top of the 50. Might be all right. Edmonds uses the speed, goes to the right foot kick, uses the breeze. It holds up. Betson for behind. He'll just be happy to see it over the behind post, and he does, and through for one behind to the Lions. They go to 2-6-18. They trail St Joey's 4-3-27. Norris Business Class Finance. K-Rock, second quarter scoreboard.
First score for that end of the ground?
Might be, you kick a goal that end, it might be the difference. The difference.
Don't start.
Golden goal.
Webb will bring it broadcast side, a high ball. Gordon's going to have to fly for Leopold. Did with a spoil, did okay. Ash, front of the pack, great tackle. Gow forced to spill. Smith, handball, free kick, holding the ball.
You play that, not the other.
There's a bit going on here. Marcus Thompson and Harry Smith. Trent Thompson wants to get involved. The little tussle of Harry Smith's hair there coming from Tom Feely on the way through, and Marcus Thompson's got it. Just forward of the wing, broadcast side. It's a cramp. Joey's have rolled numbers back, so he has to go laterally to Sam Scott, who marks at the point of the square at left half forward. He'll swing onto his right boot, send it to about 15 from goal. Giddings won't be able to get back there to mark. Morrison set himself, took a nice grab, just holds things up for Joey's, who lead by 9, 4-3-27, playing 2-6-18. 21 minutes played, second quarter action, thanks to Morris Business Class Finance.
Short kick to Antonak. Takes the mark. Wanted Luke Webb to run past the handball it, but
Joel O'Dwyer running past for a kick.
Riley Stone was standing right next to Webb, so now he goes long with the kick towards centre wing. Trent Thompson with his name written on it takes the mark. Chest mark easy. And takes it back inside to Pitcher for Leopold, just building. Trying to get a score at this southern end. He's just holding up while he's going to kick for goal. He just chips the ball short to Trent Thompson again. He goes further to Billy Ritchie, lateral, still on centre wing, broadcast side, attacking the southern end. He goes short. It's like a training drill. He goes short to
This is okay,
Harris
but time in, time in forward half or time in possession.
Nearly 22 played in this second term. Jennings goes towards half forward. Bumstead against Morrison. Over the back, Betson clearing left foot kick. Northam goes up, punched away by Marcus Thompson. That is the short and the tall of it. And they send over the boundary line for a throw in.
Good. Congratulations to Marcus's brother Jai, who won the Horsham District League medal during the week. I think was a runner-up in a Matheson one year. And he's leading Harrow Balmoral, where I think as a coach he's undefeated through 2 years. Chance here for Leopold. Edmonds was a deft little touch to him. Burgess tried to take on the tackle of James Hickey. That was silly, but he got a handball away. Mullen will come up with it for Joey's. Sends a kick wide. Hunter Lewis stretching. Can't reel it in. Pitcher trailing him though. Picked it up nicely. Brushed him aside and kicked shortly to Wagner, who marks just back of the wing. Laterally he comes with the kick. Edmonds has got it. Went to go the handball to Burgess. Does so now. Burgess can go wide. Under pressure. Pushed off the kick. Went looking for Stone. Webb will hit it hard and just put it on the outside of the right boot.
Goes long with the kick looking for De Grande. He can't take it. Falls over. Needs some support. Jennings was there for Leopold. Got it to the Undertaker. He goes wide, too wide. Harry Smith runs into Birchie, takes the mark and will bring the ball back inside his runner a long way around, so he's going to play on now and go drive long to the top of the square. Wants a mark, punched away in the front. The piano tuner gives it away by hand to Edmonds, runs through defensive 50, needs to bounce. Oh geez, he ran his full measure, goes with a long kick, open half forward. Betson comes out, be careful, straight through Liam Betson. Handball was a bit wonky, got it back to Zach Knights, his handball, standing start. Ben Clark, he just chips the ball, didn't really look, and found Mitch Burgess at half back for Leopold.
I reckon Joey's have fallen into Leopold's first quarter habits.
Yep.
You know, what they were doing for the first 15 minutes have gone away from. Giddings mark turned and kicked quickly, and Ritchie, who's got sort of the gauze up the nostril after that high hit in the first quarter, has got it. He's a long way from home. Ritchie sends it into the pocket. Pitt won't get there. Spoil was good. Hayden, front of the pack. Left foot snap was smothered by Humphrey. Humphrey came to the loose footy against Giddings. Giddings got there first and was brought to ground. We'll get a ball up. About 30 metres out from the Leopold goal. 2-6-18, they trail St Joey's 4-3-27. And Geelong, they're in trouble against Carlton. 2-1-13, playing 2 behinds, 11 points the difference there at Icon Park.
Ball up, no ruckman can really take it here. Inside 50, high tackle, said the umpire. Umpire Ganachia says high, and free kick to Leopold. And the tackle came from Louis Antonak on Riley Stone. He's going to shoot for goal from 25 out, right of centre.
Thompson 30, lead Belmont 16.
Harrow Belmoro 24, lead, how do you say it, Naraja Kwantong 2. Gee whiz, where's that?
Somewhere in the Horsham district.
Obviously. So, Riley Stone, a chance for a settler for Leopold here against the breeze. And to bring the margin back to 3 points. He comes in, right foot kick, keeps it low. Oh, he's made the goal umpire work way too much there. 1-1, his personal tally. They go to 2-7-19, Leopold. St Joey's 4-3-27, Morris Business Class Finance. K-Rock's second quarter scoreboard.
Short kick in by Webb is marked by Gow. He has about 35 from his defensive goal. He's got Tanner Rowan calling for it near the boundary line, right in front of our best seats in the house, but he sends it longer to the wing. De Grande his target. Thompson the spoil. Ball at the back. Pitcher just jammed it on the boot. It'll bounce away from Wagner. Over his head. Gow was clean. Gave it to Owen. Owen snapped a kick over his left shoulder towards the wing. Burgess front position. Had it knocked away by McLaughlin. Rolling ball. Attacked by Sheehan. Brought down maybe without the footy. Umpire said play on. Chance here for Smith. Handball, Antonak, Kerwood pushed as he kicked, might have got pushed in the backside, taken by Jennings, had to wait for it on the bounce, handball to Pitcher, sold him up the river, he gave to Marcus Thompson, who just said get out of here.
Goes wide towards Pitt, can't take the mark though, needs some support, ball still in dispute on centre wing, Knights, handball over the top, Wagner got a hand to it, falls past Hayden, he has to come back, Harry Smith, there's Antonak showing a turn of speed, right hand handball, doesn't sit for Kerwood, Marcus Thompson back there, he gives the handball to Gordon, he goes across the face of goal, just settles the play down. And they just get it to Pitcher in the last line of defence and just breathing everybody, Leopold.
Well, they've defended pretty well, and St Joey's have had a few almost moments, but they've defended well, Leopold.
Pitcher goes towards Bumstead, but guess what? Luke Webb takes the mark, and he'll torp it from there. 60 out from goal, plays on now, goes with a right foot kick, goes with a drop punt, and right on the goal line, Harris Jennings comes across and takes the mark just inside the field of play. Morrison will have to come back and stand on the mark, and Jennings to relieve the pressure again for Leopold.
I think there's some feedback for Luke Webb from his teammates.
Wasn't the option?
Feedback's a gift.
It is.
Jennings, a high ball to half back coming up. Sheehan couldn't complete the mark. I reckon he and Justin spoiled each other. Hayden, left foot kick, might have been partially smothered. Nernadis was good. Tried to shimmy away from Justin. Lost the footy, got it back. Dribbling ball inside 50. Kerwood attacked it. Handball on the up. Bursting through. Antonak outside of the right boot. Hit the post. It was a great effort. Just couldn't finish his work. And a minor score for St Joseph's. 4-4-28, playing 2-7-19. Matt Kershaw in the experts chair for the Sporting Globe up and about.
A bit of barracking going on.
No, I love seeing him get the ball in hand and having a little flying shot all the time.
Sure you haven't got a scarf on under there somewhere?
He's exciting to watch.
Burgess plays on from fullback for Leopold. Goes up, Stone can't take the mark. Front of it, Williamson, the piano tuner's there against Owen. And we'll have a ball up 50 out from St Joey's goal. 27.5 played in this second term here, 4-4-28. St Joey's Leopold 2-7-19.
Thompson 31, Belmont 16. Second quarter action in the GDFL Grand Final. Maybe the tap down Northern. Hayden's been okay, lost it in the tackle, and umpire says holding the man. Jeez, they're getting the better of the 50-50s. The kick short to Sheen at right half back. Pitcher cruising past. You know, he's tried to keep it low. It's a well-weighted ball to Wagner, but McLaughlin got a hand on it. Sorry, Kerr got a hand on it. Wagner a handball on the up. Burgess bursting away, sending it inside 50. Jet Matthews is your unlikely target. No mark taken there by Knights. Gow barging through, took the footy cleanly, kicked on his non-preferred left. It was a bit of a shank, a rolling ball. Trent Thompson attacked it for Leopold, then locked it into the path of Hunter Lewis. Lewis on his left. Lewis on his left. Inspirations Payne. Goal of the afternoon. Hunter Lewis at his best. Margin is 15. 5-4-34. Leopold 2-7-19 on the second quarter. K-Rock Morris Business Class Finance scoreboard. They took some punches, St Joey's, but they've delivered the knockout blow to the other end.
Absolutely. I thought Knights was good. He got himself in a good defensive position. Then Mark should have been paid. Didn't. Follow that up. Then Gow just lowered his eyes a little bit. Knew Dick, he couldn't blaze away. Got it to a couple of one-on-ones. Turnover occurred, and obviously they have the shot on goal. So some good little defensive shape behind the ball there by St Joseph's.
You can have all your Luke Webbs in the world. Yeah. You love Harry Smith and Zach Knight. They just go at it, don't they?
Yeah, you're right. They just attack the ball and know where to get the ball.
Northam gets it down in the middle. Tackle from Mullen, who came off half forward, put it on the piano tuner.
I reckon this margin's crucial.
It's danger signs for Leopold.
They don't want one more, do they?
That's
really?
it. Ball from the ruck contest. Antonak kick up the chimney. That's going to might be play on. Goes inside 50. Lewis takes the mark. Hamlin Hanger down low. He had Tom Gordon right in his back pocket. And he shielded the ball beautifully and wants to play on from 50. Goes with a left foot kick high towards the top of the square. Is there somebody going to mark it? No, it's off hands and through. For one behind as the siren sounds. So it is half time here at Geelong West. And St Joey's at 5-5-35. They lead Leopold 2-7-19.
Half time thanks to Blackman's Brewery. My fingers are that cold in this box I can barely turn the pages on the run sheet. It is chilly. Blackman's Brewery, the ultimate halftime beer, made right here in Geelong. 5-4-34, 2-7-19. Thompson 31, Belmont 17. So I think that's 5-1 to 2-5. So Thompson really accurate at the moment and Belmont not so much. And Carlton 19 leading Geelong 2 AFLW Week 3 action. We're down boundary side. Thanks to A&B Australia Quality Shelving. Jane Birch has made her way out onto West Oval. We'll have a
I'm running the laps you get when you're late for training.
I'm doing this lap so you can get to training safely.
Because late is always better than never.
Being late isn't the end of the world.
For causing a road crash by going even a little bit over the limit, could be.
This lap so you can all get footy and back safe.
This lap?
This lap.
This lap.
This lap is so you can show up for your team and slow down on the road.
There is literally no reason for you to speed.
So this lap, so you don't have to rush.
Hang on. Why am I running laps? I'm retired.
Remember, stay focused. We're just here for a tow ball.
A Toyota genuine tow ball?
Dad, here it is.
Designed and tested by Toyota.
Oh. We might need to take this tow ball out for a test drive.
Good thinking.
Find your O at your local Toyota dealer with a $1,500 finance deposit bonus across the Hilux range. Toyota.
Remember, stay focused. We're just here for a tow ball.
A Toyota genuine tow ball?
Dad, here it is.
Designed and tested by Toyota.
Oh. We might need to take this tow ball out for a test drive.
Good thinking.
Find your O at your local Toyota dealer with a $1,500 finance deposit bonus across the Hilux range. Toyota.
Remember, stay focused. We're just here for a tow ball.
A Toyota genuine tow ball?
Dad, here it is.
Designed and tested by Toyota.
Oh. We might need to take this tow ball out for a test drive.
Good thinking.
Find your O at your local Toyota dealer with a $1,500 finance deposit bonus across the Hilux range. Toyota.
Mary's goal, pressure on the Leopold defence. Burke tries to take it out. Oh, stolen by Jared Carter, who runs into the goalpost. Nearly sends it flying into Church Street. But he's kicked the goal, and he also put K-Rock's own in there as well, I think. By 9. Callett gets it down. Side of the pack, Mulroney. Riccardi goes free. Handball over the top. Now the Pigeon. Can he kick another one? The Pigeon has kicked the goal! Tyler Pigeon! When it matters, he's kicked it. He's got the beak up and down.
Do that. Insufficient intent paid. Keaton Rayner wants to spot up Garner. Has he got enough on it? Flying was Elliot McDonald. Here's Elliot McDonald on ground. Elliot McDonald snaps and goals. And they're back within 15.
I'm running the laps you get when you're late for training.
I'm doing this lap so you can get to training safely.
Because late is always better than never.
Being late isn't the end of the world.
For causing a road crash by going even a little bit over the limit, could be.
This lap so you can all get put in back safe.
This lap,
This lap.
This lap.
This lap is so you can show up for your team and slow down on the road.
There is literally no reason for you to speed.
So this lap, so you don't have to rush.
Hang on. Why am I running laps? I'm retired.
Remember, stay focused. We're just here for a tow ball.
A Toyota genuine tow ball?
Dad, here it is.
Designed and tested by Toyota.
Oh. We might need to take this tow ball out for a test drive.
Good thinking.
Find your O at your local Toyota dealer with a $1,500 finance deposit bonus across the Hilux range. Toyota.
Remember, stay focused. We're just here for a tow ball.
A Toyota genuine tow ball?
Dad, here it is.
Designed and tested by Toyota.
Oh. We might need to take this tow ball out for a test drive.
Good thinking.
Find your O at your local Toyota dealer with a $1,500 finance deposit bonus across the Hilux range. Toyota.
Remember, stay focused. We're just here for a tow ball.
A Toyota genuine tow ball?
Dad, here it is.
Designed and tested by Toyota.
Oh. We might need to take this tow ball out for a test drive.
Good thinking.
Find your O at your local Toyota dealer with a $1,500 finance deposit bonus across the Hilux range. Toyota.
Mary's goal, pressure on the Leopold defence. Burke tries to take it out. Oh, stolen by Jared Carter, who runs into the goalpost. Nearly sends it flying into Church Street. But he's kicked the goal, and he also put K-Rock's own in there as well, I think. By 9. Kellett gets it down. Side of the pack, Mulroney. Riccardi goes free. Handball over the top. Now the Pigeon. Can he kick another one? The Pigeon has kicked the goal! Tyler Pigeon! When it matters, he's kicked it. He's got the beak up and down. Do that.
Insufficient intent paid. Keaton Rayner wants to spot up Garner. Has he got enough on it? Flying was Elliot McDonald. Here's Elliot McDonald on ground. Elliot McDonald snaps and goals. And they're back within 15.
Inspirations Paint Store can't wait to get stuck into it with you. They're the Dulux approved specialists and they've got all the paint, accessories and
frozen.
Yeah, right.
It's a straight to hail.
Yeah.
So,
well, they were saying down in Tassie today, in Hobart, in Tassie, there was going to be snow at sea level.
Really?
That it was that cold, that almost like an Antarctic blast.
Just bizarre.
And I've got, yes, I'm just trying to get these fingers back to something that resemble, like, they're blue. I don't know what to do. Anyway.
lucky you're not typing or anything like that.
No, hit on them. Yeah, probably going to have to be honest. Thompson 32, Belmont 17, half-time in the GDFNL Grand Final. And the other great news out of the day is that Werribee, who we keep a close eye on due to the local connection, are through to the VFL Grand Final next week, where they'll play the winner of Footscray and Southport. Actually might go and just check a score there as we go around the grounds for Leopold Sporties this afternoon to see who they will be playing. I think the VFL would like a Werribee Footscray's
Oh, imagine
All
that.
Western Suburbs Grand Final at Icon Park.
Yeah.
Considering they once were alignment partners.
Absolutely, that's right.
A long time ago. Southport lead, though, at half-time, 29-23. That would be a great story to come out of an elimination final.
Absolutely.
And one of those elimination finals, well, two of them.
It's such an interesting club, Southport.
Yeah.
Like, where they've always been strong. Every year they're strong. And to do it in the VFL as a standalone is pretty good.
They will have Club Legends present the cup, I believe. And somebody suggested Warwick Kappa for Southport because they had a year there and they won the premiership. It's got to be Jack Aziz at Werribee. If it's not Joskin, I'm not going.
Jack Aziz.
Jack Aziz.
Good.
Probably, you'd think that Donald McDonald's getting that phone call, isn't he?
Yeah, well, he was the premiership coach, wasn't he?
93.
93. It was a good side, that side. Johnny Lamont.
I think Richie Rayburn. Ian Wilson. Linton Fitzpatrick, I think, played in that team. So it was
really good players.
Very good signs. Joskin Aziz, obviously. Frank Lesaputty.
Frank Lesaputty, yeah.
I think David Allday was the ruckman.
Yeah, I reckon you're right.
It was a unbelievably talented team that went on and won their only Division 1 premiership back in 1993. Well, it was a standalone by then. We were out of divisions, but they finally had some success. But they've been craving it for 30 years and hoping that they can break through in 2024. Players just making their way into position. Birchie's also headed back down boundary side for A&B Australia quality shelving, and the sun is now shining.
Yeah, it's a bizarre day.
It is a weird old day.
I don't feel the trees are moving as much as they possibly were.
Feels like 2.5 now.
It feels, wow.
Wind update, Birchie, if we can.
Update.
Just
because you fly a kite in these conditions, that's what you need to know. Can't, it's too windy.
I don't reckon. Well, maybe you could. Yeah, no, it's fine now. Look, there's hardly breeze over there on the...
That's what I'm thinking. Those trees have sort of died a little bit.
Yeah, the one behind the goals at the northern end is the one I sort of use as a bit of a guide.
Well, the marquee's not flapping as much as it was.
No, it's they've
tied it.
They've tied it. Yeah, that's right.
Third quarter, thanks to Bowen Timber, built better. Fellmongers Road in Breakwater. We're underway, and it's Joey's leading by 16.
And in the ruck, Connor Giddings as well for Leopold. So they've made a change there. James Hickey kick was short to Daniel Pitch, who chopped it off for Leopold at back end of the centre square. So the Lions kicking with what was the breeze in the first half. Let's see how it goes in this third term. It goes attacking side with a kick. Sheehan goes up one-handed, can't take the mark. Zach Knight, short little handball to Hickey. He gives it away to Finn McComb. He's at half-back, chips the ball short. It's okay. And taking the mark is Mullen for St Joey's. He goes short to Finn McComb again. So still on centre wing. Tate Porter stands the mark. So they want to attack Australia 2 style, I think. St Joey's short little kicks, not long into this breeze. He goes now to half forward. It does hold up. De Grande comes out in front. Ball spills to pitcher Lewis. Taps it on. Who's going to get there first? Marcus Thompson needs to get a clearing kick and does so. Wobbly towards Pitt at half forward. Betson taps it on Pitt beautifully to Richie. Sits for Billy. Could have handballed. He goes over the top with a kick. Might be okay in the end anyway. Riley Stone with the outside of the right boot.
Oh, he munged it!
Doesn't get enough on it, and Luke Webb comes across, and Gus Humphrey's telling him all about it too. And it's pushed through for one behind to Leopold, so they go to 2-8-20. And they trail St Joey's 5-5-35. Bowen Timber K-Rock third quarter scoreboard.
Moments in a game. Moments in a game. Will they live to regret that? Webb, a high long ball to half back, and he's put it on the chest to Northam, who's got it just inside defensive 50. He's turned it over straight to the waiting arms of Wagner. Wagner a handball, left foot kick, Pitt around the corner. Stone might get a chance to rectify his mistake about 35 seconds later. He marks 20 metres out directly in front. He'll go back and have a shot. He's been active inside forward 50, Riley Stone. Had a shot in the second quarter, though, that he pushed to the right. It was actually probably a crucial moment, too, because if he had kicked it, they're back within a goal, going potentially into half-time. Instead, Joey's went down the other end, kicked a goal that gave them a handy buffer of 16 points. But this to pull it back to 9. Man on the mark, 20 to 25 from goal. Stone will kick from around 35. He should have no hassles with this, and he doesn't. He kicked the goal, and he's happy too, as he kicks his second of the afternoon, Riley Stone. He's up and about, and so are the Polders. 3-8-26 now on the third quarter. K-Rock Bowen Timber scoreboard. Bowen Timber build better, and St Joseph stay on their halftime score of 5-5-35, and they just needed that start, Kirsch, just to get them going. I reckon if they had found themselves another goal in arrears, it was going to be tough.
Absolutely, and getting one early is going to be really crucial to their quarter. But, you know, most goals are going to come from turnovers, or scores today are going to come from turnovers. But the big ruckman, you got to remember, you're a ruckman. You are a skillful ruckman, but you're a ruckman. Play the percentages, big fella, and kick it long down the line.
Back in the middle, Giddings gets the clearing kick from his ruck work. Goes across half forward. Edmonds can't take it for Leopold. Was that a trip? The umpire said play on Northam. Gets that back there to help out for St Joey's. And Giddings puts the tackle on him. The South Bowen identity has worked his way home and is listening through surround sound to us. So good on you, South Bowen identity. Good work. Ball from the side. St Joey's go towards centre wing with the kick, but getting back there. The Undertaker takes it for Leopold. Sheehan takes the mark.
Sheehan sends it wide and finds Williamson. Williamson wants to swing back onto his right boot. Nobody comes at him. Lowers the eyes, tries to send it towards Scott. It was a poor kick, Northam. Oh, brought down in a wonderful tackle, holding the ball, and Scott wins the free kick. Northam wasn't expecting. Sam Scott was about to creep up on him, and Sam Scott has this, even in these veteran legs. Got a reprimand during the week for that incident during the extra period part of last week's semi-final, or qualifying final. Wasn't much in it, but Leopold weren't going to roll the dice at the tribunal. Sam Scott will need to get a good piece of it. He does get a good piece of it. Sends it on its way. Won't have the distance, will it? Although, was it touched? I don't reckon it was. Nobody got a fist on it on the line. Discussion on the goal line taking place. Goal the signal. Sam Scott with his first, and Leopold are back within 3 points. 4:8:32 on the third quarter. K-Rock Bowen Timber scoreboard. St Joey's 5-5-35. The margin is 3, and Leopold have eaten quickly into the margin, as St Joey's did in the second quarter.
Yes. Poor Ollie, he's having a bit of a bad patch at the moment. He's obviously both goals have come from his errors, but Sam Scott, if you ever want a man to stand up from 50 metres, it's Sam Scott. How many times have we seen him do that in a game of footy and in the big stage?
Back to the middle. Giddings gets it down in the middle for Leopold. At the back of the pack, Tanner Owens kick around the corner. The Undertaker, Pitcher. They're there for Leopold. Pitcher got rid of the football. Just they're driving through the ball, though. Leopold, Feely with a left foot kick wide. Hits the bike track on the full. And Liam Betson will take the resultant free kick at half back for St Joey's.
He's starting to get a little bit of outside spread now, Leopold, from the contest.
Ball from Betson. Actually, Breeze brought it back in better than it probably would have been without any Breeze. It went towards the boundary line. Now Pack develops. And front on tackle there came from Giddings. Ball spills free. Burgess's kick was smothered by Northam, and he gets a clearing kick and he gains 30 metres, and that can't be. Nachos was going to go insufficient, but he didn't.
I'll tell you what Nachos is doing. He's actually umpiring himself out of a grand final today.
So he can't, because it's already been appointed.
Oh, well, he's very lucky.
Ball to be hurled back into play. And Giddings and Northam won the tap down. Marcus Thompson hit the pack on the fly, lost it in the tackle though. Gow, quick kick around the corner. Mullen through the outstretched arms of Burgess. A high long ball. Morrison the target, couldn't hang on to it on the second attempt. Did his own roving. Sheen to drag him down. Ball spills. Justin's got to be careful. Brushed off Hunter Lewis and then kicked very, very wide. Bouncing ball sat on its point. Feely to take it. Gow to take him and bring him down in a really good tackle. We'll get a ball up true centre wing. Broadcast side near our best seats in the house, thanks to AFCO Cafe 24/7 hot chips, only $4.
Ball up, Northam and Giddings, who's been switched into the ruck in this third term for Leopold.
Thompson by 20.
Northam in front, Feely. Northam through the middle. Antonak's little quick kick as far as Burgess. He paid the free kick and then called play on. So it goes back to Harris Jennings, who DeGrande puts in a tackle, and I don't know, it's all going pear-shaped here.
I'll tell you why he played on, because it went 6 metres.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the whistle should never have gone.
No.
So umpire Ganaccio with the ball up.
Right half forward. Joey's in attack, into the breeze. Northam winning the tap down, rolling ball. Burgess jammed it on the boot. And it'll roll towards half forward. Scott will sit underneath it. Humphreys did okay. Handball though, set O'Dwyer a task. Knocked away. Sam Scott again. Richie on the lead. Can't take it. Went through his hands. Harry Smith was clean as always. But his kick was well smothered by Scott. And Richie will get another opportunity. Snaps around the body. Back with the flight. O'Dwyer dropped the mark for Joey's. Edmonds came up. Couldn't take it. Betson lost it. Slung in the tackle. Ball spills out. Front of the pack. Joey's have got numbers to lock things up for the moment. Harry Smith is the man at the bottom of that pack. We'll get a ball up. Joey's just holding firm down back for the moment. Missed opportunity there for Billy Ritchie as he slaps his hand as he goes back alone to the goal square. They better send somebody back. They're awake to it. Harry Smith's gone back to see him. And we'll get it balled up about 35 metres out from goal.
So Giddings gets it down. Gus Humphrey's kick was smothered in the contest. Antonak gets out the back. Nanatus off a step. High kick towards defensive 50. Humphrey, in fact, Henderson it was, who went up and second effort took the mark. 2 grabs of it. And Felix Henderson just short little kick outside 50. Dangerous. Porter gets across there and pumps it over the boundary line. So we'll have a boundary throw in at right half forward for Leopold. They are 4-8-32. They trail St Joey's 5-5-35. We've played 8 in this third term.
Thompson by 20. Thompson by 19 as Dave Allett misses a shot to the left for the Belmont Lions, who are now 2-8, trailing Thompson 6-3 in the third quarter, and Geelong in big trouble in AFLW. 26 points down halfway through the third quarter at Icon Park against the Blues. Kick from half back by Antonak. Burgess and Pitcher called Burgess out, took the mark on his chest right in the middle of West Oval, gives a handball off to Burgess, bursting past, and then he kicks wide and just gets it to Luke Justin, who down low takes the mark. Got over the outstretched hand there of Henderson. And Luke Justin, this isn't beyond him distance wise.
He's a big kick.
He's a beautiful, if he was on the run, you'd back him every day. This to give Leopold back the lead. Going to raise that 16-point half-time deficit. They led by 17 at quarter time after kicking 2-5 and keeping Joey scoreless. He got a really, really, really good piece of that. Inspirations paint goal of the afternoon. Luke Justin goes bang from outside 50. And Leopold take back the lead. They're 5-8-38. They lead St Joseph's 5-5-35 on the third quarter. Barwon Timber scoreboard. Barwon Timber build better. Fellmongers Road in Breakwater. What a goal from Luke Justin.
Absolute cracker. We spoke about how they're getting their outside game going here, Leopold, and they just spread the ground then. They made the ground big, and they got some free numbers on that outer side, and they got the ball in transition, and they got it in there quick to Justin. So that's just their strength, Leopold, and they're starting to play their game.
So back to the middle. Bumstead replaces Giddings in the ruck for Leopold. Up against Northern, who gets it down. Nanatus doesn't keep his feet. In fact, the ball's going to be wrapped up. Tate Porter puts a good tackle on. In fact, it was James Hickey who went in there first. He couldn't extract the footy. So Northam, big thump away onto the hands of Kerwood. So back towards Tanner Owen. Off a step, Hickey under pressure. Gets around a couple. Handball backwards. Feely puts some pressure on Zach Knights, but he's good enough to get it out wide. No mark taken, though, by McLaughlin. Needs some support. Got some. Kick around the corner. Might fall into the arms of Porter. Nanatus was next to him. Porter on hands and knees. Got it on the up. Jennings got the kick around the corner. Burgess coming the other way was Humphrey. Left it behind, though. Thrown out by Leopold. Porter gets a kick inside 50. Great pick up by Giddings. No, in fact, it was Pitt who came out. He couldn't take it, though. Ben Clark was right next to him. Betson, he's over the top of it as well. The umpire says, play on, falls away. Knights, they're going to keep going. St Joey's out of trouble through Oscar Morrison.
He can chip a kick over the top to Kerwood. It'll flirt with the boundary line, but Kerwood will take it on his chest and just hold things up for the moment. They just need to possess the footy here for the moment, Kirsch.
They do, and that centre wing is where they seem to be going long. They still need to get that extra possession, I reckon.
Kerwood's kick will hold in the breeze. That is really holding up. Morrison from behind will claim the mark. Hamlin, hanger contender. Turn and kick quickly inside forward 50. Edwards the target. Free kick, I reckon. Pitcher and the Joey's twos, who are underneath the scoreboard, very happy with that, but you'd have to say the distance is going to test with the man on the mark. He's looking to kick short. He'll send it towards de Grandy. Spoils Sheehan, got a piece of it, knocked it to ground. Porter was clean. Snap around the corner, bouncing ball out of the arms of Lewis. Couldn't take it. Hayden couldn't take it either. He and Marcus Thompson got in each other's way. So coming through Henderson, Pitcher to knock it from his grasp. Pitcher tried to knock it away from the tackle of Pitcher. Pitcher now over the top on Gow. Gow held up. We'll get a ball up 40 metres out from the Joey's goal. 11 3/4 minutes played on the Bowen Foods third quarter time clock. Bowen Foods sells the freshest fish direct to you. Donga Road, North Geelong.
So ball up, 40 out from St Joey's goal. They trail by 3 points. 12 played in this third term. Bowen Foods time clock. Ball spills to Gow. He got rid of the footy, but then the umpire said it was play on. So they got the numbers though, Leopold. Brock Williamson at half back. Outside of the right boot. High kick. One-on-one. Scott to run back there with Joel O'Dwyer. Coming out at a pace. Feely as well. Left the ball behind though. Gus Humphrey didn't handball to Betson. Was all right. His handball over the top towards Paddy de Grande, who just threw it away. And Harris Jennings the other way. Left foot kick. Inside 50 was okay. Riley Stone, who has given them a bit across half forward today for Leopold, has taken the mark. He's kicked 2 And this would be a good kick for goal from 50.
Birchie, just keep an eye on Tom Feely from that contest that just took place in front of you. I don't know whether he's 100% for St John of God.
So Riley Stone is on the boundary line, left half forward, about 40 out from goal. He will be 45 when he kicks the ball. Right foot kick. And that is good. Great kick. Use the breeze beautifully, Riley Stone. His third of the afternoon. And they go to 6-8-44. Leopold, they lead St Joey's 5-5-35. And that is on the Bowen Timber K-Rock. A third quarter scoreboard. Bowen Timber, build better.
Yeah, well, they've kicked some goals from 50, haven't they? Like this quarter, I think they've kicked, what have they kicked this quarter? 4 goals.
Yep.
And I think all of them have been at distance. So they're certainly nailing their opportunities. They're not getting the ball deep inside their forward 50 because they only need to get it to the arc.
I think Stones was the first one was from about 25 out.
Yeah, and the other 3 have been 50.
Bombs, yeah.
Justin, Scott and Stone. So, you know, they've got their range.
Back in the middle, Giddings back in the ruck. The roving done by Owen, brought to ground in a really good Wagner tackle. Ball not coming out, we'll get a ball up. 6-8-44, playing 5-5-35, and Thompson don't want to kick the goal to pull within 13 points. 39 plays 26 at St Albans Reserve. Northam on the tap, but Jennings did the roving and just hacked it forward. The ball will bounce, and it'll bounce away from O'Dwyer, but he was clean. Handball back. Humphrey, a kick around the corner, though. Kicked it straight to Riley Hayden, who was strong, marking on the chest in front of Knights. Now, Riley Hayden's exposed form in front of goal. He's kicked the 10 in his career. Game 34 for him. Spent, I think 2 years ago, was up north at Surfers Paradise, where Mitch Patton finds himself.
Well, he's thought everyone else is kicking him from 50. I'm going to have a go.
Yeah. Left-hand goalpost is where he needs to start it. The left footer on his way, sends it towards goal. He's got it short and narrow, and it's missed out on the full to the near side. Never had any real conviction in his run-up, to be honest.
I think he heard you say left-hand point post, maybe.
Yes.
That's where it went.
6-8-44, playing 5-5-35, and the Cats in AFLW trailing by 25. It's Carlton 28, Geelong 3 for Leopold Sporties.
Luke Webb with the free kick for St Joey's in the last line of defence. Northern end of the ground he's going to play on now. And come broadcast side, big pack there, Morrison from behind. Oh, Jennings in the middle, takes the mark, just plucks it. He had Shane next door to him too, so they were raffling it. So now Jennings thought about some candy, then he has to just go with the kick. High kick, long, oh, just touched on the line by Joel O'Dwyer. I tell you what, he got the distance nearly. And through for one behind to Leopold. They go to 6-9-45 lead. St Joey's 5-5-35. Bowen Timber K-Rock, third quarter scoreboard.
Maybe that wind hasn't died because that was 55.
Absolutely.
And it floated.
Yep.
Webb to bring the ball back into play. Good crowd here at West Oval on a Saturday afternoon despite the less than ideal conditions. Sun is shining for the moment. Webb high and long to halfback, got good purchase. Connor Giddings couldn't take the mark for Leopold. Hands of the pack, and Nadis brought to ground. Big tackle, brought him down, and we'll get a ball up at right half forward. Trent Thompson over the top. You know you've been tackled when you've been tackled by Trent Thompson. And we'll get it put into the air. Northam to do the ruck work. Giddings to do it with him. They're right in front of Jason Boris for Pixel Sports Media. Northam the tap down. Hickey, good tackle. Ball spilled out in that tackle, and it created an opportunity for Luke Justin, but he was wrapped up by the other number 20 in Finn McComb. And we'll get another stoppage. 45 out from the Leopold goal. They take the Northern end and lead by 10 in this third quarter.
So ball up Northam. Got it down to the side of the pack. And tackle came from Harris Jennings on Joel O'Dwyer. And will be a ball up. Comes back down now. Wagner at the back, trying to get it back towards Jennings. His little toe poke was okay. Back to Brock Williamson. The don't argue. The kick back inside for the centre circle to Sheehan. He just goes high and long inside 50 with a kick. Use the breeze. He has put that in the arena. That's amazing. And it actually has bounced in the field of play and then
ran around the boundary.
Shane warned it around the boundary, gained another 30 metres, and it's now 25 out from the Leopold goal for a boundary throw in.
Let's kick that defensive side of the centre.
Yeah.
Riley Stone proving to be a difference maker in his first game since round 2. 3 goals for him in a contest where we've only seen 11. As we approach time on in the third quarter, there'll be a free kick against Giddings. Surely brought Northam down to ground. And now potential for another free kick as Scott wraps up a tackle at the top of the goal square. Who's that player at the bottom of the pack for St Joey's? Might be Kerwood at the bottom of all that. Is it McComb? Harry Smith, in fact, is the man. And we'll get a ball up. Giddings doing the ruck work, grabbed it out of the ruck, didn't get enough purchase on it and dribbles through from behind. And a minor score, and the margin is 11. Leopold 6:10:46, Joey's 5:35. 17 and a half minutes played on the Barwon Foods third quarter time clock. Carrick football thanks to Apco Cafe 24/7. Hot chips just $4 at Apco Cafe 24/7.
Webby's had at least 10 kicks today. This is the last one. He's going to kick it in, play on, get that stat, go to the outer side. That is horrific. But somehow it's fallen in the arms of Josh Nanatis, and I think I wouldn't be asking for the third umpire.
Oh, absolutely.
There's no way he took that on the full. But anyway, Nanatis goes out wide to Gow. Oh, he gets pushed after he takes the mark from pitcher. It was very close to the boundary. Yeah. Jason Boris right there for Pixel Sport Media. He'll give us a thumbs up if that was still in the field of play. And he goes now. He said out of bounds on the full, did he? Ball towards centre wing. And mark taken from St Joey's by Jack Mullen.
This is that kick again. They need to maintain possession there. Centre wing, they need to get another shorty.
Mullen now goes long with the kick out into the car. Oh, that's in the car park nearly. Morrison got a hand to it. In fact, kept it in somehow. It's running along the boundary line. Trent Thompson, he gets it back inside. Oh, he's kicked it to the arena, and that's just the ground is not that big for Trent Thompson. To kick that.
And it's rolling, and it's gone.
Play some music because we're going to have a bit of time now.
Thompson 45 have just kicked a goal to lead Belmont Lions 27.
Have a look at the win there too. With
and Thompson will kick with that breeze in the last quarter, so you would have to think that he's going to do it again, Paul Lynch.
He is.
Lara, Birregurra, Colac,
freak,
and now Thompson. Unbelievable. And he's going to do it for the second time, 10 years on from when Colac came from an elimination final. Looks like he's going to do it with the Tigers. High ball to the wing, holds in the breeze, holds horribly in the breeze. It's going to be tough to score. So St Joey's actually are scoreless to the southern end of the ground. They're 5-5. Leopold managed 2 behinds to the southern end. It's been a tough old day for scoring if you're attacking the Church Street end.
0-2 to 11-13.
Ball back into play. Tap down might have been Giddings. Nanatis to run onto it. Couldn't take it cleanly. Justin trying to keep it alive. Got buffeted by Tanner Owen over the boundary line. Both Justin and the ball go. And a boundary throw. What did Leopold need to lead by? They need probably 2 more goals.
4, I reckon, yeah. 4 to 5 margin, I'd suggest. Although in saying that, there's only 6 and 5 goals kicked respectively.
Well, so they did kick 5 Joeys with...
They did, and they've kicked 4 already. So I'd say there would need to be that buffer.
Boundary throw in. Morrison having a run in the ruck now for St Joey's from behind. And he might have to do his own roving work. He does. He's held up though. Porter put the tackle on him from Leopold. And umpire Jones will come in, ball it up centre wing, outer side. Morrison again against Jennings. Big thump away over the head of Jennings. Doesn't see it. Comes back to him, in fact, in the end. Gets it away to Porter. Inside 50. Long kick over the back. Oh, Stone got a hand to it. Couldn't take it. Falls in the arms of Scott. Gives it away to Jake Pitt. Gets around 1. Gets around 2. It kicks the goal. Jake Pitt has put his first on the board. And their 7th Leopold. They go to 7-10-52. They lead St Joey's 5-5-35. Bowen Timber K-Rock. Third quarter scoreboard.
Probably a little bit too easy in the end, wasn't it? He sort of ran around a couple and steadied up and snapped around his shoulder, but good finish, good quick entry. When you get those one-on-ones, the +1 becomes insequential really, and they got the opportunity to get their shot on. So good place from Leopold.
Just ticked into time on. Leopold with 5 goals in this second quarter. They kicked 5-3 after kicking 2-5 in the opening term to the northern end. Thompson by 18 in the GDFNL Grand Final. Good sized crowd, it looks like, out at Concept Oval. But the breeze well and truly blowing from the south. As we're just resetting in the middle, umpire Ganaccia just collecting his thoughts and now putting it into the air. Giddings to go against Morrison. Giddings with momentum, got 2 goes at it. The second one went about 25 metres, and he's going to follow it up with a kick inside 50, a rolling ball that'll roll into the path of Pitt. Here he is again, snap around the body, bouncing ball, misses to the right, through for a minor score. Margin is 18. Jake Pitt on the move, but just couldn't get the pull across the body that he wanted. 7-11-53, 5-5-35. The Polders by 18 in this third quarter, thanks to Barwon Timber. Build better.
Webb, short kick into the back pocket this time to Finn McComb. Called to play on. Goes outside 50 with a kick. Holds up Morrison from behind. Punched it away. Ball's back towards Ritchie. Gets it away. Ball from the middle. Across the face of goal. And getting back there. I think taking the mark as well. Last line defence. Luke Webb
for St Joey's. So just in between the goal post and behind post on the attacking side. And Webb plays on from full-back. Drives it down the line, looks for a mark to Grandy a long way from home. Sheehan's right next to him. And the Undertaker smacks it over the line. Well, the throw in at left half forward for Leopold. So there's 7:11:53. They lead St Joey's 5-5-35. We've played 23 minutes in this third term on the Barn Foods time clock. Sells the freshest fish direct to you. Donga Road, North Geelong.
Hurled back into play. It'll hold up in the breeze. It's shallow and it'll just land at the feet of Bumstead. It's fisted forward by James Hickey into space, but Burgess is occupying that space. Turns a kick around the corner, a high ball that'll flirt with the boundary line. Coming hard was Pitt. Defensive spoil comes, knocking out of bounds. Luke Webb, I think, was the man getting a piece of that. And we'll get it thrown back into play in the left forward pocket. 7-11 plays 5-5. Joey's to kick with the aid of the breeze in the last quarter. They potentially might win this game of footy without scoring in 2 quarters. Ball back into play. It's shallow again. Trying to attack at Porter. Webb jammed it on the boot. Partially smothered. Palm down by Knights. Through traffic. Gow looped a handball over the top for Morrison to run onto. Sam Scott wanted to take the body. Create a path for Williamson. Handball back in play. Deflects out of bounds. Boundary throw in again. It's a real stoppage fest at the moment. It's relentless. Will also, Kirsch, you know, I know it's a 7-day break for Leopold, but they had to play the best part of 5 quarters last week. Does that at some stage have an impact in this contest?
Well, that's exactly right. That question will be asked of them in the last quarter by St Joseph's with the breeze as well. So, what impact will that have?
Edmonds puts the ball forward from the ruck contest that was happening at half forward. Justin off a step. He kicks the ball out of bounds.
Oh, that's gone.
That's gone as well. That's in the car park. So a little bit of think music again. Kirsch, give us a joke or something.
We're up to 8 out on the full.
8 out on the full.
We're still only halfway as last week. But Leopold were getting smashed around the contest, as we said, but they've got themselves back into the game in this quarter. They've won the last 3 clearances, so they're just starting to get their hands on the ball at the source as well.
A very good afternoon. Very good afternoon to
head count.
Pete Ruggles, listening at Lightning Ridge this afternoon.
Oh, I bet you it's hotter at Lightning Ridge than it is here.
23 degrees.
Goes up. Ball outside, inside defensive 50 for St Joey's, and they see it over the boundary line. Everybody wants to pay insufficient intent, but umpire Ganachia is not doing that. Boundary throw in left half forward for Leopold, and we'll have another boundary throw in.
Joey's won't be minding this.
No, absolutely.
Good, absolutely. Take the time. We've played 25 in this third term. Barn Foods time clock.
Yeah, we'll have it hurled back into play again, just outside 50 at left half forward for Leopold. From behind, Northern won the tap down. Ball rolling at the front of the pack. Porter in traffic. Couldn't get out of that traffic. Antonak was good. Burst away and then just sends a kick. He went looking for space, but the kick had too much on it. But he played pretty well, did Henderson. Handball over the top to Ben Clark. Ben Clark will run away from Richie with a bounce. Cheeky one too. And then a kick that was an absolute mung. Max McLaughlin will track it to the boundary line. Time to reel it in. Knocked from his grasp by Justin. Handball though on the up from McLaughlin was good to Henderson. Kick around the corner, straight onto the chest of Trent Thompson. And they'll look to attack broadcast side. Trent Thompson with a kick that will hang in the air. Wagner over the top. Humphrey takes a Hamlin hanger. Wagner was a sitting duck. He'll go short, and the mark is taken by Antonak.
Hickey sneaking down in the outer window.
He's munged it off the boot, Louis Antonak, straight into the waiting arms of Tom Gordon. He'll chip a kick over the top, and Pitt's worked hard up the ground to mark it right half forward, but the mark of Humphrey was quality.
So Pitt now, defensive 50 for Leopold. They probably need one more. He goes into the middle, might be okay too. Oh, sticks. Harris Jennings takes the mark in front of Gus Humphrey. He's got the Undertaker running past, but he elects to laterally kick it to Pitcher. Gets to him just. He takes it on centre wing. Handballs it forward to the piano tuner. Mitch Burgess running past. Has to get back on his right. Gets a half a Shepherd. Goes back in board. Spewing kick. Terrible. Ollie Northam.
Why would Logan Wagner give that handball?
He shouldn't.
No.
Didn't need to.
Mistake. And Ollie Northam just takes the ball, takes the mark and plays on from defensive. Goes towards the middle. Gow over the back. Paddy de Grande plucks the mark. Back into the centre square at half back, and he's like he's playing for time here. Paddy just takes his time.
Yeah, just take your time. Keep possession.
Short. Well, Paddy. Oh, well, he tried to find Zach Knights, who was by himself, but unfortunately Paddy's kick was, as they say in the classics, poop, and is out of bounds for a boundary throw-in.
Thompson 45, lead the Belmont Lions 29. Approaching three-quarter time in the GDFNL Grand Final. Ball back into play. Bumstead, double palm down. Burgess, front of the pack, jammed it on the boot, went about a metre. James Hickey, Wagner couldn't stick the tackle. A handball back. Now the kick from half back from Clark. Double fisted away by Pitcher. He'll run onto his own loose footy. Then he'll run straight into Ollie Northam, who dumps him to ground in a big tackle, and we'll get a ball up. 53 plays 35. They've stopped the run of goals, St Joey's, in the last 7 minutes, and they'll have a manageable, you would think, 3-goal deficit. Oh, beautiful roving from Marcus Thompson from the Northern tap. Ball inside forward 50. No mark taken. It'll roll into the right forward pocket, but Betson will clean up. Gave it to Harry Smith, who tried to duck under the tackle. Got a handball away. Henderson, kick around the corner, will flirt with the boundary line. Marcus Thompson was moved off it by McLaughlin, and McLaughlin has taken the mark at left half-back.
I'll tell you what, Felix Henderson's left foot's been important the last couple of minutes.
Felix Henderson's quarter's been huge.
Been on the right side for a left footer, but ball back, coming back the other way though now. Riley Stone inside 50. Oh, St Joseph's. They're lining up with raffle tickets. There were 6 of them to 1, and they get it out to who, Luke Webb in the back pocket.
Well, Sam Scott was all alone in the goal square, just didn't have the penetration on the kick.
Get over to him, yeah.
So Webb, he's going to go to the opposite side, and oh, wow, he kicked it to Harrison Smith, and the only problem was that he kicked it out of bounds on the full. Because
is Harry Smith giving him a mouthful?
Absolutely he is.
Wow.
Miles in front now. Edmonds with the outside of the right boot, right foot kick, goal. That's as easy as you like. James Edmonds, Inspiration's paint goal of the day. Contender from the right forward pocket. James Edmonds kicks his first, and mistake from Luke Webb, kicked it out of bounds on the full, and Leopold have made St Joey's pay in the late stage of this third term, and they go to 8-11-59 now. Leopold, St Joey's 5-5-35. Bowen Timber K-Rock third quarter scoreboard.
Harry Smith was giving him a bit of a mouthful, but then started walking towards him talking and forgot to man the mark.
Yep.
Riley Stone just took a couple of steps in, opened up the angle a little bit and kicked the goal.
It's a quality finish there, and the margin is 24. He's very retrievable with this breeze.
Right behind the ball for Butter in the last term too, I suspect.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the middle. It's allowed to hit the ground. James Hickey took it, tried to get a handball away, did, coming off half back, although they're trying to take on the tackle. Antonak did too much, holding the ball. Marcus Thompson wins a free kick. Hung on for dear life, Marcus Thompson, to stop the burst of Louis Antonak. Won the free kick and will send the Polders back inside 50. Can they find a late one? No. Oh, the mark dropped, though. Might have been Morrison dropping it. Lost in the tackle by Scott. Play on the call. Porter a handball. Hayden, preferred left-hand side. Can't finish. Misses to the left as he tried to guide it through.
Andy point. Andy point. Andy point.
8-12, 65, 5-35. Riley Hayden are behind. 30 minutes played on the Bowen Foods time clock, and Luke Webb to again bring the ball into play.
So we know he's had 13 kicks because the last one was horrific. So Luke Webb goes to the outer side with the kick, holds up in the breeze. I tell you, how many times do I have to tell people it's going to hold up in the breeze? Because Trent Thompson
fall short.
Trent Thompson, this would be an unlikely goal from Trent Thompson. He's going to kick from 50 from goal.
Hasn't kicked one this year.
Oh, they will absolutely explode if he kicks this. He's kicking it from Luke Justin territory on the right half forward flank. He kicked one from here a few minutes ago. The fullback comes in. Oh, he runs around on the man on the mark, goes with a right foot kick, and that is in the arena. That's miles away. And 3 foot, just one behind. So they got 8-13-61 Leopold, St Joey's 5-5-35 Bowen Timber K-Rock. Third quarter scoreboard. We played 31 minutes on the Bowen Foods time clock.
Can't be long left, although we have had some time
collecting the ball from the car park.
I haven't seen Tom Feely come back on the ground.
No.
Birchie's all over that for St John of God. Long ball again to half back, and a mark again taken. Yeah, it did. Giddings. He'll concede some ground to Sheehan, who's in the corridor. Man on the mark will stand about 55 from goal.
He's not without
and Will Sheehan has decided, no, he's going to go short. He's going to hit Brock Williamson up, who marks right on the top of the 50-metre arc, and this is not beyond the Port Arlington product.
Yeah, Kerwood was just off him. Didn't think he was going to use him, and they used him.
He went back well, Sheen, because he looked like he was going to set up
Absolutely, and Kerwood just drifted off his opponent.
Brock Williamson. Two things can be seen from the moon, the Great Wall of China and Brock Williamson's boots. They stand out like a beacon on a gloomy afternoon. Massive kick, siren goes. He sends it on its way. He actually won't have the carry, and actually that'll be helped through. I reckon that's a behind because of the spoil. So it will be a behind, and the margin will be 27 at the final change. Joey's again held goalless into the breeze. Leopold kicking 6 goals, 7. 6-7 in that third quarter with the 8 of it. So Joey's will take some hope from that, but it has got dark here at West Oval. We might get down to you, Birchie, for A&B Australia Quality Shelving. Have you got any update on Tom Feely for us at this stage?
I'll just head over to their medical staff now, but he was in the hands of the trainers when he came off. He sat down for an extended period of time and no trainer went over to him to work on anything, so it was really hard to determine what that might be, but I'll find out now. Thank you, Birchie. Good work by you down boundary side this afternoon. It's got dark here at West Oval. The lights may have to go on. The scoreboard is shining brightly against the gloomy afternoon. 8-14-62 Leopold. Joey's 5-5-35. That's the first spot in the grand final on the line in the next 35 minutes. Back shortly, thanks to Wapco Cafe 24/7. Live, breathe, Carrot Footy.
I'm running the laps you get when you're late for training.
I'm doing this lap so you can get to training safely.
Because late is always better than never.
Being late isn't the end of the world.
For causing a road crash by going even a little bit over the limit, could be.
This lap so you can all get footy and back safe.
This lap?
This lap.
This lap.
This lap is so you can show up for your team and slow down on the road.
There's literally no reason for you to speed.
So this lap, so you don't have to rush.
Hang on. Why am I running laps? I'm retired.
Remember, stay focused. We're just here for a tow ball.
A Toyota genuine tow ball?
Dad, here it is.
Designed and tested by Toyota.
Oh. We might need to take this tow ball out for a test drive.
Good thinking.
Find your O at your local Toyota dealer with a $1,500 finance deposit bonus across the Hilux range. Toyota.
Remember, stay focused. We're just here for a tow ball.
A Toyota genuine tow ball?
Dad, here it is.
Designed and tested by Toyota.
Oh. We might need to take this tow ball out for a test drive.
Good thinking.
Find your O at your local Toyota dealer with a $1,500 finance deposit bonus across the Hilux range. Toyota.
Thompson, well positioned to pick up a premiership for the first time since 2018. If they do win, Jackson McLeod will have an 18-year
freak.
From
That's
one
amazing,
to this one. He won one in 08 as well, but incredible. To win one at 16 and then win one at 34. Jane Birch is down boundary side for A&B Australia Quality Shelving. Have you gone to St Joey's Camp, Birchie? And it looks like you've got Killer standing alongside you.
Yeah, I do have Ronnie Watt here. Key messages there at three-quarter time. It's certainly not insurmountable. You've got the breeze behind you.
Well, absolutely. It's damn hard to work against the breeze. So, yeah, we're going to take every opportunity to use it where we can, but that's not just bombing the ball away. I mean, they play really well with the breeze then, and we'll be working to do the same.
Yeah, the boys in the box commented on how you used it really well when you had the breeze in that second quarter, and you need to do that again, not those long points, but really be smart with it when you go in, even though you've got the breeze. Well, exactly what I said to them. So we'll be endeavouring to do that, but I'm sure Leopold is going to bring enormous pressure and try and squeeze the game, and it's up to us to be able to get that ball out into a bit of space. Good luck. We're looking forward to it. Thank you.
Ron Watt for A&B Australia Quality Shelving. Thank you, Birchie, down boundary side. Jane Birch this afternoon. Quality Shelving and Storage for your home, office or workplace. That's A&B Australia Quality Shelving. Final quarter action for Harvey Norman Electrical, Warren Ponds and Corio. Here's Jace.
So Northam and Bumstead. Northam gets it tapped down, 4 to the footy, towards Hickey. Sheehan rides the bump, sling tackle, umpire said play on, falls towards Antonak, Webb, Gow. He gets it for St Joey's, attacking side of the ground. Thompson gets back there for Leopold. Paddy de Grande as well, close to the boundary line. Harris Jennings sees it over, and it will be a boundary throw-in.
What's Buddha doing in terms of numbers behind the footy, Kirsch? What would you be doing?
At the moment, I'll be sticking with a +1 at the moment. I don't think you need to panic. They had 9 intercept marks that quarter, so they're going to be relying on the +1 to be really important this quarter. So I think as the game gets a bit longer and they're still in the game and holding the lead, then you'll put an extra and go +2.
Boundary throw-in front. Jennings, Morrison got it down. Burgess, Mullins there as well for St Joey's. Tate Porter runs into some trouble. Hunter Lewis, Jack Mullen putting the tackle on, and it will be a ball up about 25 out from goal.
I reckon we've seen some stoppages so far. I reckon the instruction would be from Buddha, repeat stoppages.
And the ball, side of the pack again, still in St Joey's attacking zone. Another ball up, so this is suiting Leopold.
Interesting update on Tom Feely. When I went out to the huddle, I was assured that he'd be back on. It seems to be some issue with his side, but Tom Feely walked over and moved his magnet to the interchange.
Oh, there you go. So thanks, Birchie, for A&B Quality Shelving. Ball from Leopold from the ruck contest. Now it's K-Rock zone. Just goes to the wide open space on centre wing. It's going to be a foot race. Gus Humphrey gets there first. Is it going to sit for him, though? He can get around. He does well. Kick around the corner was even better. And finds James Hickey at right half forward for St Joey's.
Joey's twos boys have moved from under the scoreboard to right half forward. A high ball inside 50. Need a mark. Edwards can't take it. Ball at ground level. Lewis off the ground. Had it partially smothered. And a chance for Leopold to repel. Justin stretching but not marking. Ball at ground level. Wagner was able to pick it up. McLaughlin got him. Handball away. Matthews taken high. Free kick. And the Joey's crew, you can hear them through the effects, Mike. Not happy.
I think the man with 2 first names got one first.
Yep, so Luke Justin has come up with it. Jem Matthews got one as well, but Luke Justin will hold up in the left back pocket for the moment. Keep it on the outer side of the ground. A high, long ball. Spoiled Betson from behind. Antonak tried to knock it forward, but Wagner did. Marcus Thompson, quick release. Porter and Stone is away.
And there's an open 50. It's a foot race now. It's a pretty good kick on the outside towards the Undertaker. Can he pick it up, though? Zach Knight's right next to him. Sheehan gets around too easy. Goes inside 50. Owen comes at it, back of the pack. Sam Scott has to ride the bump. He does, and then he's wrapped up. That's holding the ball. Chasto's all over him. Don't worry. It's holding the ball. And St Joey's are going to come to the attacking side of the ground to James Gow.
O'Dwyer's kick finds him on the chest, but he's in the left back pocket a long way from home. Will he look to go back to the corridor or keep it broadcast side? Broadcast side's his option. Spoil Trent Thompson. Oscar Morrison had a couple of goes at it, couldn't pick it up. Burgess tracking it to the boundary line, can't reel it in. We'll have it hurled into play. True centre wing. I reckon a goal to Leopold will be a knife through the Joey's heart.
Yep, they've got to score in the next couple of minutes. I think Joey's just got to keep pegging away at that. Yeah, turning the goals over.
Rain's gone for the moment. Sun is shining on the South Point Garden Supplies radar. Northam front position, wins the tap down, ball bobbling around. Northam again did okay. Handball on the up. Owen jammed it on the boot. Was a kick with no real intent other than get it inside forward 50. Oscar Morrison tried to knock it down. He did, but it was taken by Justin. Jennings outside of the right boot. A rolling ball. Pitt comes up to meet it. The run came from Gordon outside of the right boot by him. He rolls it towards the outer side wing. Betson and Williamson, one go. Well, Williamson's down. Betson got him good. Betson's gone to ground now. Williamson now on his haunches. Keep an eye on that for St John of God. Birchie, Wagner in there, trying to pick it up. Bumstead will get a stoppage out of wing.
Well, I think he got a corky earlier in the game, Brock Williamson. I reckon Liam Betson got him in exactly the same spot. He's got his left thigh heavily strapped from a corky, I think.
Geelong have lost and been held goalless by Carlton.
Oh, well, ball up centre wing. Wagner, the piano tuner, through the contest. He's not going anywhere, though. James Hickey and Gus Humphrey hold him up. So another ball up, out of side. Northam got a hand to it in the end. Porter left it behind. Gow was there as well. Porter on hands and knees. Little toe poke from Marcus Thompson. Northam tried to get it away as well. And then James Gow in a scrum with Marcus Thompson. Another ball up centre wing on the outer side. 8-14-62 Leopold. So Joey's 5-5-35. 4.5 played in this final term.
This is going to suit Leopold. Bumstead won the tap down. Gow tried to barge his way through. Porter's been good again this afternoon. He's brought down another stoppage. So we've gone nearly 5. And Joey's, who are trying to reel in a 27-point deficit, haven't been able to find that first goal to get things going. Northam went with the fist, but it sort of went straight up rather than forward, and it's going to end up with Porter outside of the right boot. He wanted Sam Scott, but it won't get there. It'll hold up in that breeze, and Dwyer quickly gets back up and wants to get the ball moving. He'll concede some ground back to Smith, who just has to backtrack slightly to take the mark. Harry Smith will swing onto his left boot, bring it broadcast side to the wing. It's a well-weighted ball, and on the chest of Ben Clark it lands.
Goes to Webb, whose handball is nobody in particular. Falls towards Marcus Thompson at half back. The lines go wide towards the piano tuner, and he takes the mark. Getting in the right hands at the moment, Leopold. Short to Burgess. Takes the mark in front of Antonak. They'll be happy just to kick the ball around like it's in the backyard. He goes short, terrible. Webb turns it over. He might be able to torp it from centre wing. Webb, what's he going to do? He's going to go towards the pocket. He goes with the kick. Coming across, though, Harris Jennings. They had a number of players there, Leopold. Jennings was able to take it and just hold it up. And we can see Brock Williamson coming from the ground, so Birchie keep an eye on him as well for St John of God. With that cork, he goes now, Harris Jennings long. The Undertaker comes from the side. He can't take the mark. The front and centre was pretty good, though. Hayden got the ball across the half-forward line, though, for Gus Humphrey to play on. 55 out, just kicks it to the arena, and that is what they term in the classics real bad. Oh, my God, he's passed it to Oscar Morrison, who's taken the mark. How the hell did that come in? And he comes, oh no, take over, Kingy. That's it, I'm finished.
Kicked a half back from Gordon, found Marcus Thompson.
Oh, that's wrong.
Yeah, they're just lacking composure, Joey's.
They're trying to rush that goal.
They're trying to get it, aren't they? Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Marcus Thompson, a high ball towards the outer wing. Big spoil Betson, front of the pack. Tate Porter's been everywhere. Riley Hayden busy. Kick around the corner, only as far as James Hickey, but Wagner got him in a Wagner special, brought him to ground. And we'll get a ball up. 8-14-62, 5-5-35, 7 minutes almost played on this final quarter. Barwon Foods time clock.
So ball up, centre wing on the outer side. The piano tuner. Happy to see it over Louis Antonak right next to him. I think Pothole might actually have the go at the moment, which is not good for anybody if the EP picks this. So I think he picked him by 30.
Yeah, Joey's.
Oh, good. That's okay. Then I thought it was the other way. I thought, can't be like that. So boundary throw in, centre wing. He'll be listening to Pothole. In the comfort of his own home, hopefully. He's nice and warm there. It's not here.
What if he ring Kenny Hinkley?
Yeah, ring Kenny. The ball, he'll ring Buddha tonight if they win. Scott handballs it out. Tate Porter, happy to see it over. Boundary throw in on the outer side. 7.5 played in this final term on the Barwon Foods time clock.
Final quarter action for Harvey Norman Electrical. Same day delivery, 7 days a week. Cryo and Warn Ponds. Great supporters of K-Rock football, Harvey Norman. Helping bring you AFL and GFL action through K-Rock 955 and this afternoon KRockFootball.live. Scott, a handball over the top into the path of Wagner, but the boundary line will win out. And at true centre wing, another stoppage. So 8 minutes played, and Joey's yet to find a goal in this final term, kicking with the breeze and trailing by 27. And right now, Leopold has a foot in a grand final for a third consecutive year.
Boundary throw in. Northern from behind this time. And was that a high tackle? Umpire said Tate Porter must be holding the ball. Oh, wow. Okay, it's held up, and it's going to be a ball up. So Louis Antonak on Tate Porter there. Umpire said no, held in. So Northam gets a hand to it. Through the middle, Marcus Thompson's handball. Riley Hayden tried to tap it back. Gow through the middle of the pack, left it. Zach Knights didn't. Got a clearing kick inside forward 50. And that's a hold, is it? It is, says the umpire. It's going to come back to Joel Edwards against K-Rock's own Jet Matthews.
Well, we said Leopold kicked their goals, a lot of goals from 50. This is where they've got to take their chances now.
He's 53 metres out when he kicks this ball. He's going back to centre wing.
What foot's he going to kick with?
Joel Edwards. Well, I mean, are we saying right? Are we saying left? He's very Lawson Humphreys of him. That's what he's going to go left, I reckon. He coming in with the left. He goes with it now. He probably should have gone with the right and goes up towards the top of the square in the pocket. And it's out of bounds. Off hands. And still 5-5-35 St Joey's. Leopold 8-14-62. 9.5 played in this final term.
Leopold led by a similar margin at this stage of the last quarter last week.
Yes, they did.
Before being reeled in.
Tom, stop.
And we went to extra time.
Tom, stop it.
And golden point.
Well, I'll tell you what, it'll be -3 if we keep playing for 52 minutes today.
Boundary throw in. Oscar Morrison from behind on the tap down, but Burgess the roving to clear for Leopold. Pumps it to half back and over the top. O'Dwyer too tall for Nick Ash, who takes the mark.
So another one on 50. Another
O'Dwyer, a handball off. Henderson. Ball has missed to the left. Just faded late. It looked to be on line for most of its trajectory, but late it just curled off to the left and through for a minor score. That is their first score of the final term. It took 10 minutes, and they moved to 5-6-36 St Joseph's. Leopold 8-14-62. Final quarter action thanks to Harvey Norman Electrical. Harvey Norman Electrical, Corio and Warn Ponds.
Gian kicks it in, the Undertaker out. Oh, surprise, it dropped short. Yeah, it fell short. Zach Knights took the mark in front. Dangerous kick to Felix Henderson. He got the tap to it, but then in the end it was Thompson. It's a foot race out the back. It's an open 50. Who's going to get there first? It's Riley Hayden. He was going to handball it in the end. He falls over with the speed wobbles. He gets the kick away. Joel O'Dwyer up against Edmonds, who has got some speed. Oh, Joel O'Dwyer does well. Ball spills. Sam Scott, kick over his shoulder. Goal! Leopold! Kick their ninth. They're into the grand final. That's it. They're done. 9-14-68. They lead St Joey's 5-6-36. And that is on the Harvey Norman Electrical K-Rock final quarter scoreboard. His second of the afternoon.
Yeah, that wasn't great defensive. They had the outnumber St Joseph's. They obviously could have done it a bit better than that, and you don't want the ball in Sam Scott's hands. He really misses the kid. No. He's not a kid anymore, is he? He'd be 30, wouldn't he?
Has he got two kids?
2 goals last week against St Mary's, 2 goals this week against St Joey's for the veteran. They're going to have some calls to make at selection too, aren't they? Noffy, Tate, Pepper, Annandale. Oof. Jeez. Ball back in the middle. Bumstead and Northam. Northam with the fist into the waiting arms of Gow, and Joey's will go forward. They need a quick reply. Went looking down there for Mullen. Could mark. Fisted away by Trent Thompson. Rolling ball. Gow came up to it. Wagner the other way. The 2 nines go at it. No quarter given or asked there. And there'll be a free kick going to Wagner. Cop one high, I reckon. And there'll be a free kick to the piano tuner who's got it just inside defensive 50. Wanted to go short. Oh, Williamson copped an ear massage or an arm chop. Take your pick. He'll get another free kick. He's back on the ground, which is good for St John of God. He goes laterally to Gordon, who's been a very handy inclusion. Stone, Edmonds, Gordon, Riley Hayden have all had moments this afternoon, and they all played in the reserves elimination final last week.
So ball with Mitch Burgess on centre wing. High kick. Big pack under it. No mark taken. Falls to the front. Williamson's kick was smothered, but might be okay. It's a cross forward 50 for them. And it's just a bit of a rugby scrum as they try and get it forward. Hayden's over the top with Zach Knights. Taps it back to Finn McComb. Off a step. Kick only as far as Stone. He gets it up the chimney. Scott used the body and took the mark. Juggle. Good play. Sam Scott wants to play on quickly. Kicks it inboard. Edmonds gets the mark. And he just holds it up. Pup says, settle down, take it easy. And James Edmonds will go back and have a set shot for goal from 40 out, slide angle. He's kicked one this afternoon, James Edmonds. And this not only to put the nail in the coffin, probably a second one as well, I reckon, and slam it shut for Leopold. Oh, who are you kidding? They're in the grand final. 32 points up. They come James Edmonds, right foot kick, holds up in the breeze to the top of the square. Pack in front, no mark taken. Umpire says play on, and tried to get a kick away. In the end, it was pushed through for a rush behind to see Leopold. And they get a 9-15-69 now to Lions. St Joey's 5-6-36. Harvey Norman Electrical K-Rock final quarter scoreboard.
Long ball to the middle, fisted away from de Grande. Trent Thompson's been good in that Wombat Gully Plant Farm matchup. Burgess takes the loose footy. He's brought to ground by de Grande, and we'll get a ball up. So, their 18-game winning streak will come to a conclusion. They did lose the second semi when they went 18-0 back in 2017, and then bounced back to win the flag. And they'll hope for a similar trajectory. There's Marcus Thompson. That's a real dumping tackle. He wants a free kick. There's a push and shove. Getting involved there is Riley Stone, and we'll get a ball up at the edge of the centre square. I reckon that might be looked at. Northam, it's allowed to hit the ground as the two rucks go at it. Williamson comes up to take the footy. He's brought to ground, and holding the ball is the decision. No, thought umpire Cheston was going to swing the arms there, but he didn't. He says, I'll cross myself and put it into the air again. 14-20 played, Leopold by 33.
Ball up. Bumstead gets it down to the side of the pack, and Northern puts the tackle on in the end. Riley Stone coming in with the footy, and we'll give the ball back to the umpire. So suits Leopold just inside the centre square on centre wing. Northern tries to thump it on again. Burgess for Leopold. Nanatus, he's wrapped up by Burgess, and they both scramble to the ground. We'll have another ball up. You right there, Kirsch?
Yeah,
what do you reckon?
Stoppage fest at the minute.
Yeah, isn't it? It's a bit boring.
It's exactly what they want, Leopold.
Ball from the ruck contest, still on centre wing, and this time Stone puts the tackle on again, so St Joey's can't get it clear, and they can't get a goal. They trail by 33, and we've played 15 minutes in this final term on the Barwon Foods time clock. Sells the freshest fish direct to you. Donga Road, North Geelong.
Tapped down by Bumstead, roving by Tate Porter's been huge this afternoon. Oh, wonderful Mark Ash, put his body on the line. O'Dwyer coming the other way, and Nick Ash takes the mark, but quickly gives it off to Porter. Porter a kick inside 50. Luke Justin fell over, and that opened the door for Luke Webb. Luke Justin's hurt himself for St John of God. Keep an eye on that, Birchie. Left half back. Antonak better be careful. He got a kick away before Richie could shut him down. It's a high ball. Trent Thompson in front. de Grande from behind brought it to ground, but Gordon was clean. A handball. Jet Matthews outside of the right boot. Too much on it for Nick Ash. Humphrey through traffic. Handball. Harry Smith will steady himself and then send a long high ball inside forward 50. Needs a mark. Won't get one. Big defensive spoil. Sees it out of bounds. Bumstead, Jennings, Thompson all conspire to see that out of bounds for a boundary throw in the left forward pocket at the northern end of the ground. Leopold 69, Joey's 36, Harvey Norman Electrical, Warren Ponds and Corio. Same day delivery, 7 days a week.
So boundary throw in. Deep into attack for St Joey's. Morrison, short boundary throw in. Bumstead tried to take it out of the ruck contest. Burgess kicks it across the face of goal. Dangerous. Edmonds, Matthews there. Wagner comes in to help. The piano tuner's kick was partly smothered. Finn McComb off a step. His kick was also partly smothered. Runs through a few. Trent Thompson just hacks it away, and much of fortune falls in the arms of Daniel Pitcher at half back.
That's like Jack Driver hitting Max Mawson in the elimination final.
So Pitcher plays on, kicks it to the outer side, and Betson takes the mark, 50 from goal. So need a couple of quick ones here, St Joey's. Betson runs back, 55 from goal, probably too far out to score. He goes with a long kick, top of the square, big packs there, off hands, hits the goal post in the end and through for one behind to St Joey's. They go to 5-7-37. They trail Leopold 9-15-69, and that is on the Harvey Norman Electrical K-Rock final quarter scoreboard.
Having kicked a goal in the first, third or last quarters, Joey's. Just 5 goals in the second term with the aid of the breeze. Burgess runs outside his defensive goal square, sends it long. Zach Knights can't hang on to the mark at half back. We'll get a stoppage at right half forward for Joey's. 17.5 minutes played.
Jacko McLeod just kicked a goal for Thompson. They had 69. They lead Belmont 35 at Concept Oval.
It's going to be a big night at Godfrey Street, as Thompson will celebrate another premiership success, their first since 2018.
Shocking colours.
And the white short rule's actually gone in the GD too. It's optional. So both teams in their home kit, the maroon of the Belmont Lions and the purple and gold of Thompson. from the boundary throw. He's going to be a free kick. I reckon Porter might have been held. Have you kept free kick numbers today, Kirsch?
Haven't. I'd run out of ink.
Interesting to see what. I suspect the rub of the green has gone with the men in white, and that's Leopold, not the umpires, who are wearing lime green. Kick to the wing. Pitt was the target, was fisted away from him. McComb in front of the pack trying to knock it on to McLaughlin, but Wagner got in the way. Gee, some quiet afternoons up forward. McLaughlin, Kerwood, Hunter Lewis has kicked a goal, but really has been well held. De Grande hasn't been able to have his usual influence either, despite kicking 2 goals in that second quarter. Joey's defensively done a really good job. 24 scoring shots to 12, by the way.
Boundary throw in, just forward to centre wing for St Joey's. Morrison up against Bumstead. Neither ruckman really get it. Handball came back from Ash to Burgess off a step. High kick towards centre wing. Oh, the piano tuner sat under it. Now the man with 2 first names, Luke Justin. Short little kick over their head of a couple. Coming the other way, Clark. Handball for St Joey's to Betson. His handball on the outside to McLaughlin. He goes from centre wing with the kick inside 50. Thompson. Big thump away from the other 17. Edwards. Now Kerwood. Edwards in again. 3-on-2 for Leopold. If they can pick it up, they can't. And the pack's there. The umpire lets it go. Umpire Ganacci will have to come in and ball it up now. 45 out from the St Joey's goal.
And Freeman having a shot for Thompson from well outside 50, which gives you an idea of the breeze at St Albans Reserve. He's got a good piece of it. They'll compete in the square. It's a big fly. It's off the hands of the pack. Is that Trav Maguire?
Yep.
Trav Maguire is not a noted goal kicker. He's made his life as a defender, and he's found the goal, the co-captain, late in the GDFNL Grand Final. But here we are at Westover with Luke Justin just kicking for space. O'Dwyer back with the one hand. Took it nicely for St Joseph's. Kicked quickly. Tanner Owen down low. Was it a half volley? No, he's claimed the mark. Umpire said he scooped it up. He's got back of the centre circles. He'll send it long inside forward 50. Can he find the mark? Big spoil on Morrison. It was rowed by McLaughlin. He had his kick smothered. Ball spills out the side to McComb. Kick around the corner through the hands of Edwards. De Grande in the goal square. Can't keep it alive, or he can. Lewis around the corner, snaps and goals. But no real celebrations as he kicks his second of the afternoon to pull the margin back to 26 points. 6-7-43 St Joseph's. 9-15-69 Leopold. Harvey Norman Electrical final quarter scoreboard. Harvey Norman Electrical, Warren Ponds and Corio. Same day delivery, 7 days a week.
You feel if they get the next one in the next minute or two, it's back to 20 points. Then does the impact of last week's game start to kick in a little bit? They get it run on. We know the quarter's going to go 31-32, roughly. Not without a chance if they can get the next quick within the next 2 minutes, Jace.
Thompson by 40.
Wow.
Morrison in the ruck now for St Joey's. Up against Bumstead. Bumstead gets it down. Thompson through the middle. Beautiful. Right foot kick. Holds up. Scott to come at it. Over the back of the pack now. Foot race. Betson gets back there first. Ash comes in for Leopold. Falls the arms of Pitt. He can't get away. Oh, high tackle. Said the umpire. Bang. Free kick, Leopold. And that's against Betson. And Jake Pitt will take the free kick from 30 out directly in front for Leopold.
Interesting decision.
I think it was there. The first contact was over.
So Jake Pitt, who's kicked 1 goal this afternoon. This to slam it shut. It just appeared open from Kirsch. He said he thought the nail had not quite gone in properly.
Hasn't got the script at the moment.
So Pitt comes in, right foot kick. Look at that, hold up. He's kicked that from 30 metres out and hasn't made the distance, and the ball spills free. Nick Ash over the top of it. Oh, it picks up too. Needs to get rid of it now. Or slung, gets the ball away. That's holding the ball. And free kicks and Joey's last line of defence. They'll take the free. And it's going to be James Hickey.
Feedback from the crowd. James Hickey, right back pocket, short to Zach Knights, who marks about 20 from his defensive goal. Can swing a long ball to half back. It's not a great kick. Edwards will fly. So did Stone. Webb at ground level. Trent Thompson the other way. Webb tried to knock it to advantage. Henderson went off the ground, rolled it into the path of Webb. Webb with a wonderful pick up and handball on the upper low to Grande. Just couldn't hang on to it. And then Justin dived on the loose footy for Leopold. He's held up. Stoppage just forward of the wing, favouring St Joey's on the broadcast side. 9-15-69, Joey 6-7-43, and for the first time in its history, Leopold are going to play in 3 consecutive grand finals.
The ball up, centre wing, tap down, Henderson to run onto it. Now Gow gets it over the top of Henderson. McLaughlin, pitcher, puts him into touch, and with the ball in hand. And the piano tuner's over there to make sure everything's okay for Leopold. There's going to be a boundary throw in. Was out, yep. So boundary throwing left half forward with St Joey's into attack. We've played 23 minutes in this final term.
What's the feels like, please, Jace, for South Gun Supplies?
I'll get it for you, Tom.
It's got to be something very negative. Here's a chance for St Joey's. High kick. Zach Knight's just going to float out of bounds on the full and be a free kick to... There's a bit going on. Hunter Lewis has put, I think, Tom Gordon on his backside. The two 13s coming together. And we're going to wait for the ball to come back into the waiting arms of Harris Jennings. Right back pocket. Chase is back from the Weather Bureau.
1.5.
It feels like 1.5.
It does.
Harris Jennings across the face of his defensive goals. Sheen had to spoil Webb. Quick clearing kick comes for Leopold to half back towards Edmonds and Natus. Natus will see it out of bounds for St Joey's. And we'll get a boundary throw-in.
How's my Jane Bunn impersonation today? It's going beautifully.
9:15:69, play 6:7:43, 24 minutes gone. St John have got injury update. Jace has just dislocated a shoulder, patting himself on the back.
Nice one. Love it. Leopold. Going to be in the grand final. Who picked that? Couple of us did. Kirsch wasn't one of them. Boundary throw in over the back. Joel O'Dwyer. A lot of padding going on here. McLaughlin O'Dwyer might have got one high. Handball it, Joel. Handball it. He's 60 from goal. He's going to kick it. He goes now. Long to the top of the square. Punched away from De Grande. Wagner. Handball away to Burgess. Kick was smothered. Goes backwards. Falls into the arms of McLaughlin. His kick was partly smothered as well. Came in, or Trent Thompson came in as well. He's over the top of it. McLaughlin puts the tackle on. Umpire's going to ping him here. Bang. Holding the ball. Trent Thompson kept looking at the umpire, going, I'm okay. I'm not being tackled. I'm not being held. And I can't get rid of the footy, though. It's right under me. And the umpire said, no, that is not true. And Max McLaughlin has missed.
Oh, my God, it's on the full.
No, he's just got it in for a goal, for a behind. So one behind to Max McLaughlin, just. And they go to 6:8:44 St Joey's. They trail Leopold 9:15:69. Harvey Norman Electrical, K-Rock. Final quarter scoreboard, Harvey Norman Electrical, Warm Ponds and Cries. Same day delivery, 7 days a week.
Wagner decides that kicking duties aren't for him and says to Luke Justin, you bring it back into play, and he's now called to play on, and he'll send it high and long towards left half-back flank where the sun is shining. Spoil came from Northam. Quick kick at the front of the pack. Williamson for Leopold. Back with the flight. Judged best by James Gow, who hasn't stopped trying this afternoon. Gow will send Joey's back inside forward 50. A high, long ball that goes straight into the waiting arms of Harris Jennings. He is the best at it in the competition. And if he's not the best, he's in the top 2 or 3. Yes.
He's made who's 6 pretty good at it too.
And they've got Tev Noffey to come back.
Right.
Jennings driving a kick to half-back. And I reckon Betson's real day. He's claiming the mark. Umpire said play on, try to get a kick away. He'll have another go on the loose footy. He's got his head over it. Sam Scott's over him, holding him up and ensuring he's going nowhere. And Thompson have blown Belmont Lions away. 13-4 to 4-11.
Wow.
Straight kicking in conditions like today is a fantastic result for Thompson.
So Northam gets the tap down, goes to McLaughlin on the boundary line. Blind turns himself, kicks over the top. Oh, the piano tuner goes back with the flight of the football and takes it out of Harris Jennings' arms and takes the mark in the last line of defence.
Good luck, Birchie, with the Leopold Sporties.
Yeah, he goes short into the goal square. Marcus Thompson.
Schematic standout, Kirsch.
So Thompson now drives it long to the back, to half-back. Jennings goes up, can't quite take it though. Ball front towards McLaughlin. He's kicked this time across towards De Grande. Hits Morrison in the face. His handball back to Luke Webb. His handball to Henderson. Wants to get on the left. He does so now. Goes long with the kick. And has he missed? He has. He's missed it to the near side and through for one behind.
So if they were to kick 4 consecutive goals from here, they'd tie the game. I know you've got a little bit of PTSD from last week.
I know, absolutely. I'll have that for a while, I think. St Joey's 6:9:45, Leopold 9:15:69. Harvey Norman Electrical, K-Rock final quarter scoreboard.
Into the left back pocket, Burgess runs, and then outside of the right boot sends a ball just outside defensive 50. And Pitt, will he paid the mark? Yes, he will. Held on to it long enough and holds things up for the moment. He'll just go with a short kick to Porter, who's been busy this afternoon. He's been a very handy addition from Maryvale. We did get worded up about how he was going to have an influence on the competition, and that has proven to be correct. Kick to the wing, one hand. Betson can't reel it in. We'll get a boundary throw. Not Betson's first rodeo final style. He was part of the Grovedale team that got to a prelim back in 2016. Part of that squad. And the margin, though, 24 here. 9-15, 69, 6-9, 40-5. 28, almost 28 and a half minutes played in this final term.
Northam got it down. Williamson couldn't take it, though. Porter gives it back towards Williamson. His kick was partly smothered, so on centre wing, Northam gets there first for St Joey's. And the big fella is put to the ground in the tackle. And umpire Justin will come in and ball it up. Jake Pitt takes his time getting up as well. So Connor Giddings, Northam gets it down, rowed by Williamson. He had the ball and then lost it as he got half tackled. Couldn't keep it in, and it's going to be a boundary throw in on the outer side. So winding down here, both teams. We've played 29 minutes in this final term. Leopold into their third consecutive grand final. And St Joey's will await the winner of tomorrow's game between St Mary's and South Barwon for the prelim next week. Bit of a argy-bargy on the outer side. The umpire does. Nachos just throws it in the air. Northam goes up by himself. Oh, Sam Scott pushed him out of the ruck contest. And we'll get a free kick. So the big fella from St Joey, Sam Scott and James Hickey, not happy with each other. And Northam, who is taking his time getting up after that tackle. Oh, he just goes with the 1 foot, 1 step, 1 kick, goes towards centre half forward. Just tried to boot as far as he could, and Harris Jennings came across in front of DeGrande and took the mark for Leopold.
He did.
If you're going to have anyone as a +1, you want him, don't you? As a +1.
Jennings short to Stone, who just marks outside defensive 50. He's had a real influence, Riley Stone. I suspect come grand final day, or grand final week, as Joey's have booked Leopold have booked a berth in the grand final. It was a very short quarter at 30 minutes. A lot of stoppages, but Leopold have taken care of business. They've conceded 1 goal in the final term despite kicking into the breeze. They managed to find one themselves, and they win by 24 points. Not a memorable second semi-final, but if you're a Leopold fan, thoroughly happy with what the men in green and gold have produced this afternoon. Cole Bumstead, I suspect, he's very happy because he knows that he's going to his first senior grand final in 13 days' time. He's getting around all his teammates. Cole Bumstead, he's up and about. And, of course, being the understudy to Trent West, he gets his opportunity in 2024, and he's taken it with both hands. And Leopold, after surviving Golden Point last week, have seen off St Joey's. They've ended their 18-game winning streak. The idea of a perfect season now gone, and they'll have to refocus on a preliminary final back here next Saturday afternoon if they want to be at GMHBA Stadium on Friday, September 27. So we're 13 days away from the grand final, and we know our first grand finalists. And we're just waiting now to have Thompson confirmed as the GDFNL Premier for season 2024. 82-35 they lead, and they are going to take home their first premiership in 6 years. But it's Leopold into the GFNL Grand Final, and they've done it in the end pretty comprehensively by